we're back.
In LATAM, yeah, the inner scoops that we were being told. So apparently this is something that they've been doing for a while now, that Kesnet's been calling for their defensive halves. If he picks up the attack side as well, I'm not too sure. I don't know. I mean, I don't think we've got any confirmation.
No, I was not sleeping.
Doing the calling, right? We're just kind of speculating that it might be Melzer returning back into that position again. But KRU are definitely in a bit of a slump right now.
KRU versus NRG.
Squad, right? Because the downward trajectory that they've been
How was the
heading
100th
into
Thieves game? I saw they won.
2, it was like all
might be
I think in stage 1, but something needed to change, and maybe it's this. But honestly, I get worried for teams that just pass around the buck of the IGLing duties, where nobody wants to take up the responsibility and the mantle of that, and it's just thrusted onto individuals.
Pretty dominant.
I don't really like that, because I don't think you get the best out of those
cooked,
players.
not much to say.
They don't want to step into that role necessarily, but someone's got to do it.
Still playing Astron split, which is interesting, but hey, they're done with the geckos. So
you know, share it out.
And that's
whoever's oldest.
For them. That's the only team that's ever worked for.
It's not a great idea, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, someone definitely needs to step up as the leader.
Yeah,
you know?
I feel like one of the biggest issues when you have like this IGL kind of being tossed around too is that you don't actually have like a definitive play style, and I feel like the issue with KRU for this stage so far has been their mid-rounding. For me, at least, when I've been watching,
reading about how to handle wolves letting me down. No, I'm not late. The game hasn't started yet.
And again, it's just some things just aren't fully flushed out, and I feel like maybe this replacement is something good for them to kind of fully understand where the trajectory they want to go with the team is.
How am I doing?
But yeah, it's definitely hard, especially when it's been like what, like a week since
I'm tired. I'm already quite tired, so
I mean, he was literally
probably by the end of this I'll be very tired, but I want to stay up for the
coach room booth. So yeah,
I wanted to stay up for the.
But then this is, I mean, Kesnet's tweet here saying that he was back to training of MTA. I'm switching to the role of IGL. Again, we were here behind the scenes that he had kind of been carrying that duty.
But anyway, NRG is the underdog in a lot of people's eyes.
Already, like throughout most of their wins. So maybe it's full time. Maybe that's what that's implying from Kesnet. I'm curious if he can keep up the same kind of fragging potential. But
the stream was scheduled for 11:45. You know, that's because
in stage 2 where
it only does it in 15-minute intervals, and I didn't know where the game would start.
Where he's swinging into like 2 players, and
so I just put 11:45 because when I made it, I think 100 Thieves hadn't finished yet, so I didn't quite know. So I kind of just like guessed.
Pretty often. So I don't know. Something's going on with this KRU camp right now.
Why did I pick Calming Core over Liquid? Because Kexi, I've got eyes.
Yep, hopefully so. And here's the thing, though. When I think about IGLs, I think there's got to be a certain confidence level, because you got to step into that role and just be confident in it. I'm looking at that tweet from Kesnet.
Should MIBL make a new team? We'll see, I guess.
I'm stepping into the IGL role. This is happening. Like I'm doing this. But you know, we really need to get to the bottom of this. So we're gonna send things over to Liz.
Okay, guys, this is kind of getting ridiculous at this point. Y'all are tweeting different things. It's kind of insane. Who is the IGL of KRU Visa?
What a twist.
What was
Dan the mastermind?
Did
we get our confirmation? I just saw a bunch of thumbs, like they were trying to catch cabs. What was
Oh my god.
I mean, listen. The twist.
It was Dan Dryad all along. And it was Dan who was telling us all this information in the
green
room. I mean, she was sowing seeds of doubt.
Playing us like a fiddle in the green room discussions over this team.
NAU.
You know what?
BBL had a life game. No, they didn't. BBL had a good BBL game.
The was making his gameplay suffer. Now, well, do we think this might happen again?
You got to be worried.
So it is going to come down to that EG game, right?
Surprisingly, actually, it was stats.
So this is what it looks like now. Thing is, 100 Thieves, their map diff is good, but the thing is, they play EG. So it's going to come down to that game, because I'm pretty sure head-to-head is the first tiebreaker. So that game is a big game.
Maybe there won't be a drop off.
That is a big game.
To picking up the IGL more.
Now it's not impossible. In fact, I would say it's
MTA is going
really,
to be, this new cracked out addition to the team.
Likely, maybe even.
In his own right.
If NRG beat KRU,
I'm honestly just curious.
Cloud9,
what
they could beat Cloud9. Right? Cloud9 could definitely end 5-5.
Losing streak, believe it or
I think
not.
G2, they play Sen though.
Was the Sentinels.
Like
if they win today,
they could get close.
They will lock in to play out.
They could get close.
I think this is a possibility.
I mean, for sure. Right now, looking at how it is, I feel like KRU even if they've had a bad kind of start, there's always that chance of a honeymoon period. There's the chance of coming.
The thing is, yeah, they lost, but I actually thought they looked decent against Ascent for the most part.
Especially with potentially new IGL.
And they're playing against a much worse team now.
The new IGL, but that potential is always.
If they're playing against a team that doesn't shoot back.
I mean, it's gonna be a little bit hard with the short turnaround time, and you have NRG
that have
who's
bad
been playing together a little bit longer, so that's the only concern that I have.
Should I do a quick map veto?
I think for KRU, it's not looking too bad.
Yeah, I mean, this is your
NRG will probably say they banned Fracture or something.
Just a caster broadcast talent looking at this match, and you're like, stakes for one team, stakes for the other. Like, NRG can't lose this match. KRU need to win it to lock in playoffs early overall. And
for 45 seconds.
You've got a lot to look forward to with this one. We'll see if the changes that they've made.
KRU, what did they ban?
IGL, they had a tough match against Ascent, as we already
watched. That's a bad ban against NRG. That's a free win against
IGL
NRG.
to handle if you're going up head-to-head versus Junkie.
No, NRG will ban. Well, NRG will probably pick Pearl, knowing their fucking map veto.
Is that they had so much firepower, they played to that as a main strength, and their game plans and everything they kept very simple. You know, they were just swinging off of each other, finding timings, and it was very coordinated. Whereas
NRG will probably ban
things simple at all. They are trying to play a very complex game, and I think
KRU will ban
the edge in that.
Yeah, well, you know what? It's time to send things down and get the match underway.
Not Ascent.
Es momento de la última partida de la super semana
mute.
con la adición de motivos.
What's the other map? Oh no, we'll play Sunset. They'll ban Ascent. I'm just kidding, guys. I'm just kidding. I mean, I have no idea what they're gonna ban. I'm gonna say they go back and just ban Haven because it was that bad. I'll say that they pick Icebox. Why not? That's a bad pick against KRU. Fuck knows what they'll pick. They'll ban Icebox, and we'll play whatever this map is, Split. Which is also a bad pick against them, but who gives a shit? Oh, no, mute. What the fuck is that music? I mean, I'm glad I have to mute this. Anyway.
That was quite humorous. Our little comedian.
I'm just glad you spelled humorous correctly, Canada Man. I'm just glad you got that right. Humorous without humor without a U is so weird. Humor. Oh, I wanted to ask the Canadians. How do you say herb? Do you say herb or herb? You say both. Because this was the debate, right? That we were talking about whether something is a or an.
FNS will prove your fraudulent takes wrong today. Energy 2-0 incoming.
We'll see, you know. Because I was bringing up that in the UK it would be a herb. But in America it would be an herb. So if you're Canadian, which one would you spell?
Individuals are up against a KRU, which that is their silver lining, is that they've made the...
Wait, chat, is that tall? I mean, generally Valorant players tend not to be the tallest. Okay, no, they banned Lotus. KRU picked Split. NRG picked Ascent.
Your thoughts on the KRU change? Is it good enough to beat NRG?
I mean, they didn't need to make a change to beat NRG. I think they'll cook, if I'm being honest. I think they'll cook. I think people overplayed Crew's calling in general. I think they actually called a fairly normal game. That wasn't too bizarre. And so I think if they can stick to that, I think they'll be fine. Playing the Ascent comp, pretty normal shit. I mean, you would assume that Melser's sitting in the middle. You would assume he will be IGLing mainly. Playing Neon Yoru Breach. Okay, well at least this is a comp that makes some sense.
Wait, I kind of like it.
Will it be good? I don't know.
Flashes Yoru, we talked earlier about
but at
how
least
it
it makes
like
some sense.
Plate to be a duelist and info agent, but now he can just be a duelist or potentially just a.
Wait, you're back. Why am I back? Because I'm going to probably make a video. I mean, if NRG, I'll probably make a video on NRG either way tomorrow. But if they lose this, particularly.
Thank you so much, Akeem. Yeah,
how's my pub quiz? We came second. We came second, and we.
I kind of really like the
I mean, we did well.
But we've got to talk about the comps.
Like an all pub quiz, like 7,000 is like a very good score. We came second with 6,950.
It's a different story.
Yeah, that Haven comp, I mean, that was very, very wild.
So normally that's a winning score. Unlucky.
This time around, though, Fnatic has made
what did I say about the comp? At least it makes some sense. I'm not saying it'll be good. I'm not a huge Neon on Split believer personally, but
so Ethan, he's gonna have big shoes to fill if they're taking that.
You know, I'm at least like unlike their Lotus comp, unlike their Haven comp, at least it makes sense.
If that becomes a part of the conversation, if that's something that they're asking.
At least I can see a reason to play it.
A different approach.
Well.
On the other side,
again, I'm not sure that playing Neon over Raze is correct, as we see a Neon jump straight into a trip.
Already aggressive out from NRG, denying all of this space.
So I mean, we use stun, flash.
Doing stuff like this with this double duelist composition on the defensive side.
TP across. Okay, normally teams might speed up into this. This is what NRG wanted. Now they've kind of full rotated and they haven't come into sight. So now NRG.
Yeah, you got the camera, you've got a breach. That's about it. That you have for info. So you have to take space with the duelist, and it's going to be head-to-head right here. Ethan.
Gosh, that armor well invested there. Only bought that up, and that was all he needed. He's able to clean up 3. Melser.
Shy coming from B main.
Keeping it close. Keeping it tight.
And it's just chilling back sight.
Spike in the hands.
Okay, this reflank
of the Omen. Victor on the prowl. Oh, he's surrounded. Uh-oh.
Still should win the round. Oh, not now. Oh, definitely not now.
Melser getting 2.
They should have just heard this cam, no?
On the shoulders of Finesse. In a 1v2, he's got a ghost in hand, no armor.
30 seconds left.
Cam's still up.
Spike planted.
Melser committing to the spike plant. Shy. With the ghost. Finesse gets 1. Can he deliver on the second? No.
Okay.
Shy gets 3. The pistol really had no business
5v2
crew, but lo and behold, that's where we are.
Yeah, Ethan at the start of that, he dominated. He got 3 to his name. But it was a disconnect for NRG. FNS playing so far out. Here's
so
those
FNS just not checking main.
RNG in full effect, but this was the disconnect.
Just
no
2 free ones
to be picking up B main while that Heaven fight came through. FNS was sitting in screens in spawn that entire time. And then, yeah, Melser with the jump spot at the end right there. That's so unfortunate.
Yeah, I mean, they're still in a good spot to win it. Even in the 2v2, they're still in a good spot to win the round because Melser has the spike here, and this is almost always a guaranteed kill. The fact that, and then he jump spots him, he stuns him, and still Melser just kills him instantly. Like, that's insane.
3 rifles on the side of the attack. And they're all creeping forward towards B. Crashy's the only one close by, and he's gotta imagine he's feeling a lot of this pressure now. The paranoia comes out from Garage. They satchel out behind the dog. The site is cleared. It's theirs.
A little bit late.
Yeah, it will be a free B site. Spike being planted right now. And for NRG, it's how costly can you make this? And maybe if there's mistakes from the side of Crew Visa, they can bring it back and get it a thrifty round.
I mean, we had an asinine amount of those yesterday.
Yeah.
We'll see if he continues that way. Victor tries dashing forward. MTA's there to greet him.
Oh.
Found. It's gotten messy, but it's still, maybe not comfortably, but it is still in the hands of Crew. With the 2 rifles they have up. Both fall there at the hands of Melser. He gets all 3.
I mean, that was, I mean, everyone bought something as well, so it's still 3 guns.
After watching that, never mind, FNS will prove you right. Good luck on your video tomorrow.
Dissipated. So good work so far from KRU. It was very costly, but they do save 2 rifles.
You take a look at it one more time. This was before things got a little ugly.
Yeah, there was tons of kills.
I mean, Ethan's shooting at least.
NRG, they did a really good job making it costly, but this little transfer at the end, love seeing that for Melzer, that last connection onto Crashies. That was beautiful work.
Yeah, and then, I mean, just understanding the smoke is starting to go down. NRG try to get active
right off TV.
Ultimately, it just doesn't work out. I think
thanks for the new Prime.
Like their execution matters a ton. You also have to get a little lucky. I mean, things kind of have to go your way.
Yeah, players on the opposite side have to whiff.
Right.
But right now, Melzer, I mean, after
oh no. Already a tech pause. Have I read any of Frederick Backman's books? I don't think so. Frederick. This better not be some like Nazi or someone. Yeah. No, I don't think so. Should I?
Quickly want to mention is you think about how these two teams.
Come on, bro. I mean, he's playing again.
Is worth mentioning.
Classic up-tech pause. 2-0 down. A little up-tech. Famous up-tech. That was a bit risky to Google on full screen. What, a guy's name? I mean, what would have to have come up? What guy's name would I have to Google for it to be like that bad? Even if they were a terrible person. Just surely the front page of Google would not be that bad.
You can do, you can lurk with it, you can do fast hits, you can play extremely slow if you want.
This is where I think we're going to see a lot of what you want the Yoru to do in this comp is go make a play, get info, and then set up utility. Sometimes it's a breach start, sometimes it's a paranoia, but that's the key to running.
Being super aggro with this
super risky right there, but super confident was Ethan.
I mean, they didn't lose a gun. It's not. I mean,
you get shot,
you'll probably think that's not that bad. There he goes, Erastic.
In Tom Scott voice, I'm in Singapore. It's 7:17 a.m. Dubai Judge.
They're going to continue to see things like that, right? They're going to continue to try to make those little micro plays to give themselves a numbers advantage, and then you can rely on fundamentals to win out.
God, I missed that meme. That meme made me laugh. You know, where it's like. When you want to play with the boys, and it's like
these double duelist comps where it's the hardest to get value.
Yep.
And if you're able to keep getting the first blood like this, you set yourself
I'm in
up
a tunnel.
for success. I say that as Kesnet takes out Som. So now there's a chance here.
Vulnerable. Okay, Victor's saving him.
Everything in front of him, but fortunately for him, Victor settles.
30 seconds left.
3 on the round for the Neon. Melzer's left alone. He's got the spike in hand, but doesn't have a ton of options to play around him with.
Okay, Victor can aim.
4 for Victor to close out the round. And that was all backside B. Just a firing range for Victor right there. Nice to see that he's ready and warmed up for this match as well. I feel like NRG, they've had a tough time with these slow starts that they have in general. In terms of just the mechanics, it's usually the strategy that's fine. But they tend to take a little bit to warm up.
We're gonna super aggro style. This is kind of. We'll talk about their attack side when we get to it, but just judging by the comp and what the comp kind of how it plays.
Set up here. Crashies has his fault line.
We'll talk about it.
A little bit of info found from Ethan, and then they go fight.
Yeah, and they're able to converge on mid as well, so it's like a double-pronged approach.
Yeah.
You can deal with the A default if there's one there, and then you can transition like this, crashies.
Look at
All he
this.
has to do is take a little 30-degree look to the right. Now you have a mid trap.
They've got the trip set up for it too. I mean, this is so gnarly if they commit to this. It's a massacre in mid.
Yeah, I just feel like those jump spots make it so obvious from the side of NRG.
Sure. Crew still seem to be flirting with it. You imagine that Satchel was intended to clear the trip. May have gone a little wide, actually. That thing's
they're
still
really intent on not letting them have it.
Bad for Crew later in this round. It'll allow NRG not to
Now
have
they
to
go
worry
quiet.
about a mid lurk whatsoever.
There's a thing that sometimes
You get
split,
shot,
right?
you
You
lose
don't
the
know which way
round,
to
you
go.
lose the game, it's an FPS game.
Now they'll probably start
Crew wins these.
coming on a
Side
big
still has
play.
that fault line up. Can still apply a little bit of pressure. The problem is they've missed that timing window. They're so far up now. This crossfire might be enough. The paranoia is out. It delays for a little bit longer now. 30 seconds left in the round.
30 seconds
Saw him
left.
up close. Has to take a step back. They bullied Ethan off of this too. Now striking, but it traded right back 1 for 1, and finally things tip back the
Didn't
way
expect
of
the
Crew.
second flank.
But Finesse on the flank falls.
Well, they can't get the spike.
Saw him in a 1v2. Kesnet weak, but Shy healthy.
Okay, they
He
get it
plays
now.
his cards right. He might have a shot at this. He can force the matter. He can delay the plant, but it's wrapped on the other side. Shy.
Oh, Shy. I mean, that's a risky way of playing that, but I guess it
That's
worked.
3 for the Viper.
Yeah, the disrespect from Shy. Knows he has to cover his teammate who's sitting kind of low. That was Kesnet. And just one-taps him. And it looks like on this screen there might still be some type of problem Kesnet's experiencing. But these trades in heaven from Crew, that was so good. NRG, they got caught sleeping right there. They were trying to rotate into actual A heaven. They got hit by a paranoia and a sky flash on a timing from Heat and Melzer. There was that kill from Shy at the end, and Shy, it doesn't seem like he's been at 8 kills, but he's slowly crept up into that spot.
well,
He had a really
tech
good
pause
pistol
on
round
tech
start. He
pause.
got 3, if you guys recall that. But
I don't get how they can just have played a full. You know what I mean? Like how does the first game happen? Let's do Sporkle, a world of quizzes. Idaho cities. I mean, if anyone can name more than 3 and you're not from Idaho, I would be shocked. I would be shocked. Asian metros. Can you name the most populous urban agglomerations? What a word.
What a blunder! What a whiff!
Arcanus 1411. Thanks for the prime. And Nilo Clip. Sorry if I missed you, with 9 months as well. Someone just tell me when it starts. Right. I can't think of one for A. What? That's not... Oh, Beijing. Sorry. A. I might... Maybe we should do this with the whole chat. Then again, it's a bunch of Americans, so most of you don't know. I mean, we know Tokyo. We know Shanghai. Shanghai's population is 39 million people. Holy shit. I'm gonna try Ho Chi Minh. No? Hong Kong. No? Fuck. Mumbai. No. What? Jakarta. Singapore? Oh no, that's Shanghai. Manila. Manila more than Mumbai. Interesting. Will it be New Delhi or will it be just Delhi? In Asia. I mean, Asia's pretty... Riyadh. Just think of Islamabad. No? Does Istanbul count? Will that count? Yeah, you got a little asterisk. I should have seen the asterisks then. Think of just a random, come on, random Asian capital cities of popular countries. Kabul? No? I thought I had one then. I thought that was a good answer. Seoul? No. Shanghai? Pyongyang? No? Wuhan? Get in. Kuala Lumpur. Kuala Lumpur. Is that how the fuck do you spell that? Is that how you spell it? Is it Lampor? Game? Game.
Saw a little bit of early aggression from the defensive side, namely the pistol. We haven't really seen that since, other than Ethan's ult round either.
So, on an eco.
And they're trying. It's just Crew are doing a good job of playing a default.
Wall over towards B this time.
Getting caught out by any more traps. That's because they've been punished already.
We do have a Spectre and a Guardian here,
Ethan's up really close here.
Stinger's so good from this range as well. But if it's a double swing, it should be a trade instantly for Crew.
He doesn't have a gate crash set up anywhere either. I wonder if it expired. It's been 40 seconds into the round now.
Yeah.
He's going to play in the smoke.
Just going to go off of a timing here. Oh, there's a cam above him, actually.
It just got cleared off of the flash. The swing is there. No punish, though.
Okay, he sees a second. That should bring them across.
The punish will
just the fact that he saw a Cypher and then he heard a second gunshot.
The core
but no.
Hit squad of Crew.
They stick around.
Those players you see in heaven right now. This is a free A site right now. Ethan, he's
Crew
gonna.
Just...
It might as well be. Yeah,
he's lucky if he gets one right now.
30 seconds
completely on his own.
Oh my gosh.
Nothing for health. With the stinger in hand. And they've got to know he's close. I mean, maybe they assume he TPs. He got his one. That's all it was, but he dealt his damage. He got his.
One. Kesnet gets a kill. He gets ult.
I mean, Meltzer's just waiting. They know exactly where they're going to be funneling in from. These are going to be some of the easiest kills. Vic popped his ult. Only found one with it.
Pretty clean by Crew.
Crew get up to 4.
Yeah, easy follow-up for Heat.
Yeah,
but yeah,
absolutely.
Even the coordination right now for NRG running through that smoke into heaven. We had the hot hands pop from Victor, who had a slide. Maybe he should be the first
Victor
point
goes with the
contact getting in there. But I understand.
Interesting to go Victor off and not Yoru off.
Could really delete players if you're on point, but a slide in this moment to break the crosshair of Melzer. Maybe that could have been the answer to get some trades in your favor. Either way, you had gun disadvantage and no space gathered whatsoever.
All right, you were mentioning at the beginning of the series the op on the hands when a Fnatic runs the comp. It's very impactful, it's very valuable, but it's not in the hands of Ethan. It's in Vic's hands.
Yeah, and which is still okay because you can take a shot here and run all the way across the map and probably beat the rotation of Crew. But the IGLing right now has been really good from the side of Crew, and I don't know who to praise for it because.
Okay, there we go.
Oh,
we got the up kill.
Doesn't really need
across the map, so they just decide, okay, fuck it.
Prompts a speed up from Crew.
We're going B.
Yeah, I haven't heard of a.
They're probably gonna raise ult now as well.
Actually taking the reins for the side of Crew. Yeah. Apparently, it's a conglomerate.
Yeah,
it's all of them.
A lot of discussion.
They have Viper's Pit here also.
Either way, it's working. So be it.
Another gonna mainly come out of heaven. It's just when does Kesnet choose to pop his ult?
So many different types of curves.
Probably off the start. The retake, he's put himself in a bad spot though.
And right now, if you're shot, you just need to try to play your life, stay alive for as long as possible.
Meanwhile, Kesnet popping the ult.
Just gonna play for delay.
Tell that trigger was itching.
Great delay though.
Oh, but they found Heat as well.
Things over now. Crashies has the op. The rocket will go off. Will not connect now.
Fully coming from heaven.
Fault line in the stun. They venture forth. But they're gonna have to deal with the pit. They're gonna have to find a way into this thing, and they've got a brutal crossfire. Meltzer in garage. Kesnet back sight. There's no way in.
No time at all. It's all done. And Shy, he gets one there. All he had to do was tuck into screens and stay alive. And that's another round win for Crew Visa.
Crashies tried his best there to keep the rifle alive, given the money situation they're in.
Okay, 5-1. Big round from Crew. Just using the Viper's Pit. It's going to be another eco.
And I'm really surprised that after that pick from Victor, there wasn't a fast rotation towards B already to maybe even try to meet those players of Crew Visa onto the actual site, maybe disrupt them, not let them get that Viper's Pit alive. And Shy taking that space into CT like he did amongst all that chaos in heaven that was going on. Amongst Kesnet just taking the head off
diffed a couple of them. Like, if Kesnet doesn't get those 2 kills, like, they would have won that round, NRG, but
even if everybody drops, you would have won.
That is kind of their problem.
I don't know if they saw Vic or not. I want to say they did, and you see the trap was set up, a shorty with a stinger over the shoulder. These little traps that they've been trying to set up, you know, we've talked about them a little bit, haven't really found much success.
I think that's both.
Crew are playing this to near perfection.
Okay, so.
Yeah, this is an absolute stomp right now on this attack side of Split. This is Crew Visa's map pick, though, and this is going to be another save. Yeah, FNS just drops the free into a player. Melzer holding heaven, and now all left to Sam and MTA. What a round from him. That Viper
okay, now Crew are 6-1 up. Their money still isn't ever amazing because they do full shield, but
I am sad. I hate being an NRG fan. I wish I was born a Ascent fan to support my glorious King 10s. Why Poolchin? Why must you hurt me like this?
This is really pretty out from Crew.
Yeah, NRG haven't had any type of
you were born an NRG fan.
This has been very decisive from the start of these.
That's tough. Okay, they take a timeout. I mean, it just feels like they start every game like 6-1, 6-0 down. You know, that's just what they do. But then, like, you know, it's one thing to do that and then if you were really good at coming back, but, you know, they never are. Also, they picked this side playing double duelist, so I don't really know what they're doing. It doesn't really make a ton of sense to me. You know, you're playing double duelist breach. This was Crew's map pick, and we picked defense. Why did we pick defense? I don't know. Doesn't seem to fit the comp. But you do you.
Players, it's something that Fnatic does a really good job of on their defensive side. But it's just so hard to actually pull off when you're running a composition like this against this.
What would I do if I became the head coach of NRG tomorrow?
Sometimes it's just a gamble.
Probably bring back
do we think
Demon.
that Crew's gonna walk into this space? But they have so much info to find out.
Okay, Victor with his up in mid. Free kill.
Beautiful from Victor. But what is that trade?
But we're playing Neon, so we get traded.
Usually Neons are able to get out. That's
yeah, that's not supposed to go that way.
That's absurd. I mean, you're so fast on the Neon.
And Heat, I mean, honestly, Heat's been a little quiet this map so far, but Heat's been so good as an addition to the squad.
Yeah,
Carlos would have slid
the moment that he joined this roster, they leveled up. They became.
I mean, you say wolf up. Just put your fucking Yoru on the fucking up.
In stage 1, in the actual normal play.
5-1.
Yeah. Up until that playoff, where they met adversity. It's gonna be a B split off of that entry.
Okay, Sam did get that kill. That's big. That's actually very big.
Has to take a step back though.
You guys need to speed up.
What's the setup on the other side of this? Gonna get a little bit of info of the 2 remaining members. Heat and Melzer, I believe both have been spotted. So they will know they're flipping back towards A. All of this Cypher utility is still up.
30 seconds left.
Yeah, the flip is great. They do have a chance to get that spike planted. If FNS drops early here, Crew could have maybe brought that one back. Melzer gets tagged by the camera. Doesn't break it though, so it's still up. A lot of info still on the board for NRG right now.
I'm not entirely sure if this is accurate, but are NRG heading for the first 5-man roster switch of the partnership era?
No. They'll keep Ethan.
And there we go. That's the change. Playing to their advantage this time around.
Maybe some.
Not getting caught. Sleeping at the wheel after their up numbers. That kill from Sam on the B main after that entry from Victor. Yeah, Victor gets traded.
Okay, that's a big win.
This was that shot. Oh my goodness.
Hello, just wanted to tell you that lately I've been having nightmares of NRG. It's not much, just me being an assistant coach and just losing every match. The stress usually wakes me up. Should I consult a therapist?
The players in B heaven are scared to speed up into the actual B site.
I don't get why NRG are playing these type of comps that don't suit FNS's calling style. Do you think FNS and S0M will stay for next year?
I have no idea.
Let the map play out. Let them see what
anyway, 6-2. I think it's going to be tough against this comp too. So, I mean, you are playing double duelist, so you have a chance, but like this is not an easy comp to beat on their defense side. It's a very good defensive comp on this map.
They can make it work regardless. Info is gathered that
they take A ramp
in A ramp right now. It's going to cause a rotation of Som.
Now they do have a breach on.
Some be like, I could be making thousands of dollars by watching this game. Instead, I'm here getting shamed inside the game.
Well, yeah,
I mean, he's also still making thousands of dollars.
The timing on that's really nice.
Yeah, the problem is last time they did this deep smoke, there was a bunch of members of NRG that were caught in the open by that paranoia, by that sky flash through it. And it looks like that's why there's a little bit more of a safer approach right now. If Som gets flashed by the sky, popping through here, he'll be able to dip back into CT, and Ethan might be able to get a free kill from heaven.
Skipping on the minimap as the second smoke fades away. Crew come out to play. There's the flash that you were mentioning. Som takes a step back. Ethan looking to strike. Does he have a flash? He does. And the paranoia is there as well. That's such a nice
call out that crew.
Shy somehow stays alive.
Just very slow, not really doing much at all.
Including the spike.
Big kind of fucking big chillin'.
So determined in their approach to take A.
Fine.
You still have to deal with everything here. You also don't really have a ton of time to get away as Ethan gets three on the round. 10 seconds
this
left.
is a rough. We're gonna get a timeout here. And because they keep doing full shield, I mean, I noticed that fucking Kesnet had light shields one round and bought full shields in it. In one of those rounds.
Previously, when that Omen
we're gonna get a timeout.
From them.
If he
and
swings
it's exactly
this,
what I said. Som's playing in CT. Now, the extra layer that was very impressive was
okay, so timeout.
After dipping into CT,
this
playing with that paranoia.
Yeah, we're just a little bit lost here for Crew. They seem to.
I mean, I missed that. There was
maybe they are IGLing by committee, and that felt like an IGL by committee round where we don't know what to do. Like, it's not like the round doesn't have any kind of sense and semblance to it. Like, okay, 3 have gone ramp, 1's staying A main, and 1's coming up through vents. Like, okay. Like, you know, it's not like a round with no semblance of an idea, but just the way that they went about it was just very kind of confused, and you know, there was no like clear idea to it, and they're struggling with the op a bit, which this comp sometimes will struggle against an op, but I think you just got to use your Viper wall more. I just put
they just need to keep S0M and Ethan. Get back Demon 1 and find a good tier 2 duo with a decent eagle and they will be fine, no cap.
Yeah, but finding a decent eagle isn't easy. That's the problem.
Force the fact, force your hand.
Okay, we do go for a buy.
Adjustments that I think we're going to have to see from both sides are much easier contemplated than completed.
One of our Razor, they still got this breach ult though. They give Crashy, so we're going to get something very aggressive here.
They've got Melser with his ult. Kesnet one away from his ult as well.
So they're going to go full aggression.
They're going to try to play around that. Meanwhile, defensively, I mean, as far as
I'd move this wall across.
Goes, yeah, it's in different positions, but
this guy's probably dead.
They're fully set on having finesse play towards A and try to anchor that side down.
Yeah, maybe just having that rolling thunder for the retake. But this is aggression from Victor. It should be a kill. MTA gets caught lacking, and this is the speed up. This is the reaction.
Got you.
But NRG are playing for this, Doug. They have that breach ultimate still online.
1, 2, 3!
Dot Opie, thanks for the 3 months.
Do you think Petite could improve this energy roster?
You're right. This is where I imagine the rolling thunder comes through for Crashies. Vic pops his ult.
Those trips are
now they will get the raise ult though, which is going to be a pretty good counter.
These members of Crew might actually hit them on the exit here. Yeah, look at Heat in the open.
One spotted, but Kessen's trying to get ahead of it, and that's going to buy enough of a response. And a delay.
Oh, he missed.
Crashies commits to it somehow, stays alive. Vic going forward as well. You've got Kessen who's trying to hold him back.
What the fuck is going on like that?
He will fall.
That was a real ugly round from kind of, well, Kesnick kind of cost them that round, let's be real.
They almost got disrupted on the retake. That rocket from Kesnick.
Do I think Patitech could improve the roster? Yeah, probably.
Maybe this round goes differently. Maybe Crew are able to position.
I mean, if he hits that raise ult, they probably
win
the round.
Like that. But nevertheless, Crashy's getting that breach ultimate up.
Tough couple of rounds here, crew. Some really bad stuff.
That was great.
They weren't ready for this to start off with.
This time, it was
a good punish by NRG off a timeout.
The quick speed up of Crew.
Crew then speed up.
But another round that was well set up from NRG.
And now find themselves 2 rounds apart.
We are so back. This is the start of our run to win champs.
Now we're back to something a little bit more competitive.
Okay, they put FNS on B this time.
I mean, the buy from Crew here is interesting to say the least. You've got 3 Stingers and a Guardian in the hands of the Sky, no less. The off shot rattles off. Sam feeling some of the pressure.
Yeah, we're kind of tilted, it looks like, a bit here, Crew.
Yeah.
But the door
was just running in.
Try taking the instant timing. FNS.
Like, again, we're just not playing to the win conditions against their comp, right? Again, this is a no info comp.
But this buys time for
right, like they don't have any info. They don't know what they're doing. When we push this up back here, we win. Right, this is a massive win. We push that up back.
The thing about this, the way this
he's gonna struggle to get back on it.
All of the delay utility that they had
FNS gets one.
Just made it to where Crew couldn't strike fast. And honestly, when you think about the weapons that they have, that's what they wanted to do. They wanted to get out quickly. They wanted to try to get up close with the Stingers and punish. They were just never allowed that much space.
Big shot. Oh my goodness.
That's a big one up from MTA at that distance. What?
With a Stinger? Did he scope in? It's the triple swing right here. Ethan can't settle, but he does get one.
Crashy's left in a 1v2. Heat's weak. MTA is as well. This all of a sudden gets
didn't pick up any guns
for Crashies.
Still 1v2, 2 flashes.
30 seconds from having his fault line back up. You can't imagine that's going to be a part of the equation. Got plenty of armor though. Waiting for the right moment to strike. Understands where both are. Snap onto the first is clean. The second's messy. Oh, it's so messy. A thrifty round win for Crew.
Last round in the half.
Wow. Oh, Doug, that was perfect commentary, Doug.
Not much to say about that.
You know, I think some of the casting lately has been pretty
kicking himself
below par, if I'm being honest.
There is a lot to say, but I mean, the Valorant God's just not on Crashy's side today.
Holy fuck.
The bullets all
if he had a Guardian, he wins that.
Every single bullet.
If he had a Stinger, he wins that. Would be my.
That might be one of the most impressive dodges of
rebuttal
bullets I've ever seen on display.
Not a ton of time to think much of that over. As we head into the last round of the half.
Why are you jump peeking?
Short-term memory required here. Vic still with the op, trying to hold his aggressive angle, spotting Kesnit on the satchel, but not able to connect the shot.
Great, you've seen 3. You've seen 3 people. The Cypher should take B main. You've seen 3, including Neon Yoru.
Yeah, that's such a rough round to lose. I feel like that's how do you bounce back from that? If anyone could do it, it would be Crash.
Speed up and go be
all that experience under his belt. He's been in this scenario before, surely, or maybe he hasn't.
Note here the defensive flip. Finesse has all of his utility towards B. Meanwhile, Crew have tried exploring the middle of the map. Sam's already fallen, but Victor, given his mobility, is able to get back over to B as quickly as he can. Ethan's gonna get a ton of info as to what's going on. The trips come
again, they misplayed
this
badly, Crew. Don't think they ever understood what to do, because again, I'm thinking like, okay, you beat their initial skirmish, like, but you're kind of half speeding up doing this. You're not actually speeding up. You're not beating their Yoru or Neon at all. Just a bad round again by Crew at the end there. Like, they just didn't understand the win cons against this comp at all. Like, once they'd pushed them back off this initial kind of skirmish, you don't, like, that's a, like, if you can get out of this initial skirmish, and you know that there was 3 people here, and you're still in a 5v5 afterwards, like, we can chill. We are big chilling, because they're gonna be fucking moving around the map, searching for us. They're not gonna know what's going on, and we're gonna be in a good spot. We do not need to start an exec. Like, we've got B main control. We took some of A main control. We got the first part of A.
It just felt like they slowed it down. They kept it
you know,
simple,
we
and that
come up
seems
mid,
to be what's
pressured
working.
mid a bit. Yeah, we were in a good spot. We did not need to accelerate in there.
It really seems like Crew is running away with this one. I'm kind of curious though, Wyatt, what's going on with NRG at this stage?
I mean, it's
and again, MTA making a pretty big mistake. He knows that the Cypher is on B, and yet just sprints into his trips anyway.
Unorthodox onto a map. They have a lot of set plays that they've clearly put time into creating, crafting to work. But it's the rest of the game, the depth with it, the transitional moments, that they just don't have natural chemistry or coordination with these agents.
It just feels like a little bit of synergy, just a little bit extra synergy is needed for them to play. Like a lot of the times, the comp looks so promising, so close, and then it's just kind of unfortunate. But that being said, NRG did manage to bring it back the last few rounds. One of those retakes with the breach ult, looking so clean with the Victor popping his neon ult as well. But KRU, I mean, big ups to
This is going to be interesting because we're kind of getting the better side of both comps here.
Shy and Mauser both putting up
So we'll
numbers.
see. I also think
And
it's just
again,
going to be easier
this
for
is
KRU. I wouldn't be
supposed to
surprised
a
if from
new
now
KRU
KRU just have like pretty
potentially
bad
an
attack
IGL
sides,
playing
but probably
in a
pretty decent
completely
defense sides.
different domain, but they've been
Because again,
playing
when you're
really,
IGLing by
really well.
committee,
Yeah,
it did look like a couple of those rounds were kind of
kills early on. Ethan, on the other hand,
like just
same story.
unsure.
Every NRG match,
Like there was a
this
couple
guy
rounds
is
there
the
where they
one
looked
keeping
like
them
it was
in
kind
the
of three
game.
different ideas
Yeah,
and
he
not knowing
played
which one to
phenomenal,
do.
and it actually felt like he had so many Yoru ults to use too. I think he ulted like 3 times.
And he gets so much value with them.
He really does. He gets the info, he gets the flanks, and he's not afraid to literally just come out of his ult in the middle of everyone with the shorty he had.
Would
That was
Redgar
insane.
save NRG?
Overall, really well played
Let's
by
bring back
both
Def
teams,
while we're at
but I
it.
think
Let's
KRU
get
just
Redgar,
having
Def,
that edge
FNS.
over NRG.
Absolutely. Well, NRG, you are still in this. They still have a chance. We're going to send things back to your casters.
Thank you so much, guys. Yeah, I think Wyatt made a really good point. We talked about it throughout that first half. It seemed like they always had a plan.
Yeah.
Right? They don't just cook something up and then just kind of let
Steal.
it go the
No,
way they
steal,
will.
yeah.
We'll see if that's the same case
Steal.
now that they're on attack. You imagine there will be a lot more of that.
Yeah, how are they going to make this double duelist work on the attacking side?
They're
It
running
should
a
be better,
B
though.
fake.
But look at KRU already, getting super proactive. Walking all the way down mid. They think it's a B hit right now, but it's actually everything geared up towards A. The spike is A. Crashies with the gets punished by Kesnet.
It's going to be a very strange round
But
now.
it's all just a ruse. I mean, yeah, Vic is going to continue to push into spawn and take space. The trip gives him away. They should be able to get the spike down, though. And now it's going to be
They
a
ever
mad
check
dash.
this?
But again, keep an eye on Vic.
Who's
And
Victor?
all of the members as he's going to be able to get. He gets 2 traded on the 3rd. But now it's a 3v3.
Yeah,
Okay,
with
3v3, but they have to retake so much space.
Post-plant positions for NRG. They can really put some damage on a KRU in these spots right
That's
now.
one way. Also should smoke this.
How do they keep them back?
Okay, they
no
caged
paranoia to speak of for Sam.
Oh, they're playing
Nice
some
angle.
perfection right now, Doug.
He's on site, and he's concealed his position as long as he can. Every single kill. Oh! Meltzer's on the swing, but left in a 1v2.
Oh! They win. 6-7.
Patience from NRG. They take the pistol.
Okay,
What
a
sick
pistol win.
round as well. Ethan,
I mean,
he
just a
buys
very
clone,
strange
and has a
round.
TV geared up
They're
towards A.
fortunate they didn't
Or
come this
body
way,
towards
which
A,
would
so
have
that
been
clone
the
runs all the way
faster
in,
way to do it anyway.
with
But
Crashies and Victor following it up. No one being on the
they
B
got
side
him, I guess.
Ends up being
With the
KRU's
big
demise.
bit of a
And it
TMV
was
idea.
Victor who played this
Fake B
spot in
going.
CT to near perfection. Getting 2 in that spot,
Good angle
that's
by
more
Sam.
than ideal.
And again, they had so
Four of
much
the
to
kills
retake.
that
This was pretty
NRG
much
got
impossible, even a
We're into
3v3.
the back of the heads of
Yeah.
the crew members playing.
It was great positioning from Vic. Great awareness to not keep holding W in that moment and just tucking there.
He understood his role. Kesnet not able to find success with the Sheriff.
No, don't smoke this.
If you're NRG here, just get through this as cleanly as you can. Crew have a full stack B.
Yeah. That peak from Kesnet
Don't convince them not to come here.
dies early on, but it's almost like it's on purpose to bait
teleport.
any more type of players of energy into B, thinking that it may be free. But FNS right now, he's calling a very methodical anti-eco round. Just taking control of one area of the map, then you're able to go back, re-clear mid. You have a trip on A this whole time, so you don't really have to worry about it.
This is what he is known for. That's
So
how
they
he's
got
made a
2
name for
sheriffs.
himself.
I mean, because they're doing a B
This time
split,
he
they
seems to
should be fine
mid-rounding
here,
his way
really.
back into the stack.
Even against 4.
Yeah,
Obviously,
this is the
I
problem
mean,
with
if these two can hit
composition,
some
you have
shots,
very
we'll see,
limited
but
info. They've done a really good job considering how limited it actually is, but they are running into this stack right now.
But even then, you see how cautious they're being about it. Meltzer spotted, and they know there's more to be had. Even if it gets a little messy, they played it, as you mentioned, as cleanly as you possibly could have, given the lack of information gathering.
Yeah. Going into future rounds, though.
Yeah, Ethan 17 and 9 doing pretty well. I mean, the kills are actually in NRG's favor. I mean, we are a tied game, but no one on crew is positive.
Approach, that was very good.
And
very
MTA
fundamental.
might as well be Klaus.
And they also showed that they're willing to have players backing up FNS of taking extremity control. So now crew, for the rest of the half, they have to be worried. Is it just FNS alone here on the link? Or is there some follow-up players with him?
Flash getting a little info in A main. Melser's up really close. Careful now. Victor gets ISO'd. He was so far up by himself. No real way to get any support.
Okay,
no real
I like that from crew. Be aggressive on one side.
There was a fault line that was
very
set up
passive
for him
on
in
the other.
Heaven, but yeah, Melser played completely ahead of that. That's how you have to play against the breach.
TP across.
Yeah, I think it was tough too. It seemed like Vic was funneled out of that smoke because of the nade from Kesnet, so he had no choice but to go forward. Finesse had to go back and he was dead. The paranoia out. They knew exactly where Psalm is.
Super confident was MTA and Kesnet. That duo, when you're playing with somebody, it can really change the way that you take your approaches on the defensive peaks.
Finesse ahead of the smoke, the paranoia drawn out. 2 stingers. The only rifle is in the hands of Ethan, who's been our prop leader so far, and he does not seem to be slowing down.
Solely based off his position and angle.
And
he's always going to win this.
A little close.
Oh.
That was almost.
I mean, if you're ever going to try it, this was the round, and then we're giving 1v1s. Not good.
Has made it a 1v2, but no idea, no way to understand
the shoot bullets and not die.
MTA is playing his cards perfectly, and Crashy's never saw him.
Melser, I gotta point it out. The first kill that he got, it was good on him. Yeah, he takes a step forward, he beats that fault line, catches Victor for free. But it was the kill on FNS that I'm confused about, because we know that there's an Omen somewhere in Iran, but I feel like he kind of just got a free kill right here. No follow-up right away. Ethan, he brought it back. Allowed Crashies to be in the 1v2, but it's just too tough of an ask. All those players were already rotating into that A site.
We get Melsa Judge. Kind of like it. Could be tough against the Neon, but we'll see.
Crew have a judge in the hands of Shy, and it's pace towards A, but it's traded right back.
A little confused there. We got 3 players here still.
They've kept things
they're
out.
just running through on
down
their own.
low. Nothing to clear.
Oh no, we did get the TP on site.
Kesnet's nade causes so many problems. I mean, look at the health bars
Both
on the members
low.
of Crew, or of NRG, excuse me.
Oh.
Forget the judge. A snap like that, you won't miss. Ethan manages to get the spike
30
down,
HP, I mean, this would be tough.
but he's in such a miserable position. A dreadful spot to be in. His bullets whiz right by his head. He's ultimately cleaned up.
Very tough.
The set utility right now.
Okay, big win
NRG,
for crew.
It's showing that they're
And
just
again, they
not
did
on
go
point
for this
right
TP.
now. Victor, he whiffs his neon stun, ends up stunning himself. The fault line was great from Crashies. It was a great setup. But Vic, he drops for free on the stun on himself.
That's not Melsa died. I thought he was
anyway,
in the
so that's why
cage. I
Victor
didn't think
has
he
to
ran
turn
out.
in that moment. But still, there's a disconnect right now in NRG. The spacing isn't all quite
Crew's
there.
flood was very fast
Even
there.
the entry on the A main, it's FNS out alone. And then the TP backside from Ethan.
Yeah, NRG take a
But they're not
pause.
peeking
I mean,
together.
so right. Let's take this pause to talk about my main problem with NRG in this comp, because this comp makes sense, right? This comp is a comp that does make some sense. What's my problem with it? My problem with it is it's not the team you've got, right? Like, what? This is not a comp for this 5 players, right? Not that they don't fit the roles, but your advantage. You said the same thing about Fnatic. I said the same thing about Fnatic before I realized what Fnatic's full problem was. Fnatic's problem was Alpha was trolling on Sentinels is the problem. But when he does it on Duelist, he's enabled to be good. His trolling turns into good plays on Duelist. That was one of their key problems. But early on, when they first played that comp, it didn't work.
This might be one of those vintage Yoru traps.
It didn't look great when they first played that
winning
comp.
this round would be great for
They
NRG.
got better at it.
Yep.
Stay into this one.
So what's the plan here? Ethan goes forward, tries to get as much info as he can, and then there's a fault line out. There it is. Right on cue. Vic following behind him. The way has been paved, but no target has been found.
Is this going to FNS?
Sight
It
left
is.
vacant. Seekers out now. And they continue to scale. Meanwhile, Finesse is in a world of hurt. He's been surrounded, spotted by the Seekers as Vic continues to push the pace.
Oh, they're just not shooting.
2 kills found. And now Finesse.
And now we're unaware. We're unaware. He should be telling them.
Right here by Melzer. He does.
Shots finally connecting and settling, but Ethan tucked in hell.
What a paranoia.
Looking to bring people down with him.
And he
And
comes.
he does get one. It's on the hands of Kevin. Gets a second. Continues to be a problem for Crew.
Tom's
But
position
it's
here
left
is
in a
very
1v1.
strange.
And Meltzer's really far away from the play here.
Doesn't have time for this.
He's got to play this patiently, though. No real option otherwise. No utility to speak of. Yeah, he has a couple of TPs, but Sam with crosshair trained. Steady in the moment. Snaps onto Meltzer.
That's a very strange angle to be on. A very strange angle to be on.
Good round, good drawn up
He
play
could come
from
up
NRG.
here.
Taking
He
all
could
that
come
space
low.
with that Yoru
He
ultimate
could come
was
this
Ethan
way.
on the
Or he
follow-up
could come
from
that way.
Victor. He popped a
Not one
ult
that
of his
you
own,
used to
got
work
the
at. Look
reset.
at.
Barely. That ultimate was running dry, so Crew, Visa with that speed
He picked probably the worst way he
onto
could
the
have gone.
V site, the flood. It actually worked against them. It allowed Victor to have that reset on his ultimate, continue on the time for that, and he ultimately gets a second kill because of that.
Like if he came down from, if he came this way, he wins that 100% because you automatically turn into this. So if he comes this way, he wins 100%.
Crew, they heard that bomb drop.
If he comes this way like he did, you
here.
pretty much lose 100%.
And keep
Okay,
an
so
eye
they
on
just give
Kesnet's
Kesnet a
ult.
gun. He does have ult.
He doesn't pop and takes a step back. Goes back towards B. But they've left Melzer. It's just a classic, and that's exactly what he needed.
Wow, and they get the trade as well, and now they can just leave.
Just dropping like flies.
Now you can
Was
just
NRG,
leave and play
yeah,
for
it was a half clear.
your Razel.
Again, this is the problem with
5v3.
having a composition that doesn't have that much info utility. You have to
Oh,
face
no,
check,
you don't
and now
need to do this.
all of a sudden Melzer gets a freebie with a classic. Might get another one.
Razel?
Here. There's 4 members of Crew. Oh my
they all
god!
died.
What a flash.
Yeah, you really didn't
What a
need to do
setup,
that.
though.
They needed to play
Psalm with
passive
3.
and just wait. They needed to
Ethan
just
with a
chill back
big
here.
flash to set
Just wait
things
for
up.
that Razel.
But it's now
Oh my
Sam
God,
crashes
time.
at her own. MTA has gotten behind him. There's a fox in the den, and they don't know. One drop, the second.
Oh,
and it connects.
as
The
if,
Red Bull clutch for Crew.
as if he hit that shot.
Listen to that.
Which team from Americas do I think will thrive on Abyss?
Welcome back to the stage.
Exactly.
Lev. I think Aspas will destroy
He's
Abyss,
here,
honestly.
He's ready to play as well.
I could definitely, you can already see it, right?
Great
Lev,
control.
Aspas off,
This second
just
kill on
destroying
Sam, that
Abyss.
is so hard to get. And Sam is full spraying you. One more bullet and you're
That's a
taken
massive
out. But
win.
to have the self-control in that moment
So now on an
and to
eco
close
as
it
well.
out the way that MTA just did. What a great performance. He might only have 8 kills, 13 deaths, but those 2 kills were extremely impactful.
This might not be the cleanest Valorant we've ever seen, but man, is it a fight. So now you see NRG are back on this broken buy. They've got a rifle in the hands of Sam. A little bit behind it.
Okay, so they destroyed
Ethan
both
one away
trips.
from his ult. Crash used one away from his ult. We've talked
We have
so many
Nelson
times
pushed in,
about
eh?
how pivotal that is to their game plan.
Looking
Vic
for a
not able
smoke
to
on
find
or
any space at all. So Sam clears out the cam. Is that enough to manipulate a rotation back B?
Yeah, it keeps 3 members towards B, so far
And
so
fourth
good.
has gone
Big
their
also-
way.
Yeah,
Heat's on his way.
But they've started to clear
Melzer,
it.
He's going to be first
I
contact.
haven't seen
This is
anything,
the
so this guy's
spacing
going to come
gap that
back.
I'm telling you about.
Finesse has a frenzy though. I mean, that's such a tough fight to win.
Nice
That
little
high low will
swing.
certainly secure things. The TP out from Psalm. They want to go back A. And so he will be the first to arrive on the scene.
Oh,
Ethan.
ugly from
What a
Heat.
shot.
Heat's had a pretty rough game as well. Probably need to pop
Disgusting.
Razel
It's
now.
so good.
Oh.
All series long.
Pop it now, yeah.
Wait, he popped his ult. Kesnet out. Crash, she's dead. No way through. They've invested in
Round
this.
over.
They pop a couple
Nice
big
Yoru
ults.
ult, buddy.
Kesnet gets 3 though. His crew get the round.
Wow, NRG, I thought they were going to pull it off once more, but Kesnet had something to say about it. Popping that showstopper, securing the site.
How does some die? I think just a spam through the smoke.
Fans screaming his name, chanting Kesnet. This was actually a really good follow-up from Ethan.
Yeah,
getting the
spam.
trade, getting
that won them the round, honestly, because it meant that he knew, like, oh, okay, one's Euro ulting, one's planting, and I can just kill the planter for 100%.
For Crashies. I mean, he had to commit to getting the spike down, and as soon as the rockets pop, you're dead.
Yeah, you're dead to rights. You're just praying that Ethan's
okay, we got Viper's Pit. We're gonna get Viper's Pit mid, triple stack A.
Yeah, it's borderline impossible.
Interesting against the breach.
So again, Crew stay with an advantage. The paranoia also feeling a lot of the heat as Victor goes aggressive, but he's met by 2.
It's just on his own though. Like, why the fuck is?
You lose the round, you lose the game. It's an FPS game.
Kidwee 316. Thanks for the 4 months.
That'll allow Crew to be up 5v4.
We didn't even use our Viper's Pit.
They're
running back B.
Base site right now.
I think one of the big differences from the first half up until the second was the fact that NRG were winning a lot of the first kills.
Yeah, they were.
Pit mid.
It was on Crew to win. What? I think they won half of their 4v.
No, actually, don't pit mid. Pitting mid is always bad. Fuck me, what's going on?
Yeah, those first bloods have been a highlight of this split map so far for NRG. This jump spot.
He wanted to go for his paranoia.
Needed to get ready and adjusted.
Didn't have it.
Anchoring this site.
But he gets a kill.
Huh?
Hey, this is one of the last gun rounds too. NRG have to execute here. They've invested in other ult. What's the follow-up though? Can you even find any space in? Sam is dead.
He died to the molly, so they wouldn't push him.
Called upon to clutch for NRG.
What a horrible bit of play that was.
More work to be done. You hear the satchels popping, or at least the threat. Paranoia introduced. Crash, he's so concerned. He's got
horrible by Crew. Horrible, horrible, horrible Valorant.
7 bullets, 10
HP though.
Shy is playing his time beautifully, forcing Crashy's hand.
Oh.
And he's the one who delivers the death blow. Crew get to map point.
Wow, the way that Shy just played that 1v1, that was so patient. He played the clock.
Okay, not great from Crew at the end there. Especially, I mean, 3v1. 2-1 straight 1v1. Not great, but I guess that one first one wasn't that bad, but Kesnet maybe trolling a bit.
But all he needed to do in that moment was rely on the utility of Crashies. He needed to have trust in that utility. And maybe that would have been a round win for NRG. But
always start with a jump peek there though. I don't know why MTA is just fucking sprinting out. Like you always should start with a jump peek there. Again, all you're looking, I mean, you know he's on site, right? Like he's gonna be looking for a fight. Why?
Yeah, NRG have rifles here. They have weaponry, but I mean to have Crashies
in
a situation like that sure would be nice. That's aggressive. That's bold.
I honestly think people should just destroy your TVs more.
But they've drawn out.
Okay, we get a bad Viper's Pit. Actually, you know what? This is maybe a better Viper's Pit than the mid one.
Problem is there's nobody in actual A main.
Or up ramps, Melser's. He can punish here. He can punish really heavily. They've invested
Melser again, not clean, but good enough. He finding his aim again. GG.
Disgusting.
I mean, the finishing touches that Crew are putting on this are gorgeous.
It's so fast too. They peek, they get the kill, they get out. Honestly, even if NRG are dialed in on that, I don't even know if you can get a trade. A lot of the times, maybe you'll get a tag. But by the time these players are getting that kill and getting
NRG haven't won a map yet, right?
And now you have to NB against a Cypher Cam, a Cypher Trip.
They found my wire.
2v5. This is so hard.
Thing is, I mean, if he just waits till the trip is destroyed, he actually...
Make it obvious
okay, they know that both are there now. Because of the breach flash.
If there weren't questions before, you're right. That will confirm things. This would be big. If someone could get it, gets his 2, but the pit's still up. Shy still active. Crashy's still alive. Again, a 1v3. I believe he's had 4 tries at this so far. But this one, the most important. With how methodically Crew have played this map. There's no
it's always when it's map point, by the way. You see how they played that? And like we're waiting to get on the higher angle whilst one guy just holds this side. It's always when it's map point, like they don't troll. Which is why it's even more annoying. Right? Because it means like, oh, so you know how not to troll, but you just decide to when it's not map point. Okay. Big win for Crew. NRG picked Ascent. God knows what they're doing there, but yeah, tough L. Again, I don't like their comps for them. But what I mean, like, and again, one of you mentioned, like, oh, Fnatic, the comp doesn't suit them. It didn't suit, like, their old style. But the thing is, Fnatic have players with good aim, right? Like, sending Alpha and Durkia, Alpha and Durkia. I mean, that's an interesting one. Sending Alpha and Durka in, like, isn't a bad idea. You know, like, that... even if I didn't think it suited their style, like, it's obviously inherently that's not a bad idea to send in two really cracked players. But NRG, that's like, if NRG are going to beat teams, they're not going to out-aim teams. They're not out-aiming anyone. So why are we playing comps that are just like fundamentally pretty basic? I still beat the fucking average, and I didn't even do it for half of it. It was Ahmedabad, India. Where's Kid in the Shadows when you need him? Chengdu, China. Ezhou, China. Fuzhou, China. Guang. I mean, I should have got this one, probably. Wait, the population is 65 million. I guess it's an urban agglomeration. The 65 million people live around a city.
Can NRG out-aim at Zultoxvo?
I don't know, Akuma. I don't know. Karachi, damn, Karachi and Lahore were gettable. Nagoya, Osaka. A lot of China, as you would expect. A lot of China. Unlucky. The population of the UK, the population of England is 50 something million. The population of the UK is 65, 66, 67, something like that. Oh, let's do that. Let's do country's population. Country populations, higher or lower? Ooh.
This is Valorant.
Jenny Lorenz, thanks for the 14 months.
Hi, Mr. TMV. How was the pub quiz?
We came second. I paid £1 to join the quiz, and I left with 5. So all in all, a £4 profit. More than I would have got from streaming. So, you know. Okay, Kenya or Uganda? I would think Kenya. Let's go. Canada or Australia? Australia, I would guess, has about 15 million people. I would think Canada has like 20. Whoa, I'm vastly underestimated how big. Canada has 37 million people. Good for you, Canada. Niger or Peru? Niger, I would think, has more. Fuck, no, Peru. Nice. Russia or Mexico? Russia, I would guess, has 200 million people? Big Maxi, thanks for 100 bits.
TMV, why did I have to be born in Canada and have to support these frauds? We need Yavac. El Diablo, please save us. Last 20k points going on NRG winning Ascent.
Grenada or Dominica? I'm just going to go Dominica. This won't be... Fuck. I mean, that's a tough one. Vanuatu or Tonga? Also tough. I'm going to go Tonga. Fuck. Denmark or Hungary? Denmark, I would guess about 5. I would think Hungary has more than Denmark. Oh, yes. China or India? I mean, when's this taken from? I think India has more now, no? But it depends when this is taken from. Has India surpassed China? Or is it still China? China. So, I mean, yeah, this is the thing. Like, yeah, this is just old. Tajikistan or Turkmenistan? Tajikistan's quite small, I think. But bigger than Turkmenistan. Indonesia or Pakistan? Indonesia, I think, is higher. Indonesia's like 4th, right? After the US. Argentina or Colombia? Surely it's Argentina. No, Colombia. Okay. Ethiopia or Egypt? Ooh, tough one. I'm going to say Ethiopia. Close, though. 100 million people in Egypt. Qatar or Kuwait? They're both very small. Let's go Kuwait. Let's go. Sweden or Ecuador? Again, Sweden's population, I would guess maybe like 8, 9 million. Ecuador, I would guess more. Panama or Costa Rica? Right next to each other. I would guess Costa Rica. Oh, 10 seconds. Fuck. Croatia has more than Bosnia. Malaysia or UK? Malaysia. No. Italy or Poland? Italy. Georgia or New Zealand? New Zealand. Algeria, Spain. I would guess Palestine has more than Kosovo. And I would guess that Cuba has more than Sri Lanka. Higher population European capitals. One I might get. Skopje or Podgorica? I would go Skopje. Stockholm or Oslo? Stockholm. Dublin or Copenhagen? Copenhagen. Helsinki or Kiev? Kiev. Sofia or Rome? Rome. Tallinn or Vilnius? I mean, I've been to Tallinn. I haven't been to Vilnius, but Vilnius. Madrid or Warsaw? Madrid. Paris or Budapest? Paris. Bern or Sarajevo? Sarajevo. Vienna or Prague? Vienna. Zagreb or Belgrade? Belgrade. Vaduz or Monaco? Vaduz. It's Monaco. Amsterdam. Amsterdam. Bratislava or Ljubljana? Bratislava. Minsk or Bucharest? Bucharest. Moscow or London? Moscow. Okay, that's pretty fucking good right there. That's pretty good. The only one I got wrong was fucking Vaduz, which I don't know how many people live in Vaduz.
Being able to convert wins.
I just know that Liechtenstein is bigger than Monaco, so I thought like, oh, more people live in Vaduz.
Almost every capacity. The reason I say almost is because I believe in gun rounds they didn't have that.
But Liechtenstein has other places unlike Monaco, I guess.
4v5s that they probably shouldn't have. Look, 7 out of 12 4v5s being converted when they lost that first player.
Holy shit, that's not good.
Again, it really does just diagnose and pinpoint the issue currently for NRG being they can't get it over the line. If they get that first advantage, maybe the trading's not there, maybe the mid-round is just a little bit of miss, but it's crew being able to barrel their way through.
The Team Heretics, how did they almost lose? They're playing a really bad comp.
As a team, as a core, as a unit, even though they're subbing in
and Giants on that bad.
Last minute, they've still got that team play there. And these guys are no slouches. This entire squad.
Find 7 cities.
I mean, that's
cities,
a really,
Italy.
Really big point. Is again, they have a
Rome.
roster change that they've barely
Venice.
had time to practice with, and this
Florence.
is how they're playing. It looks
Naples.
so clean. There's definitely synergy. There's
Fuck,
definitely
which one's
proper
Cagliari?
understanding of all their fundamentals. And we heard in the interview
Milan.
where they're still trying to
Right,
build
Cagliari
and
and Palermo.
confirm that structure. So I think
this
for
one's
that, Crew
Cagliari.
has just done a phenomenal job this map.
Absolutely. Well, you know what? Let's hear what Chet has to say before we head to map 2.
Fabio must be fuming.
Here with the coach of NRG.
Yeah, below
Chet,
average.
They ran away with their map pick of split. We're going to your map pick of Ascent. Going into this, you have to win this in order to bring it to a map 3 in order to keep your playoff chances alive. What was the conversation you had with your boys back there?
Let me see if I can identify Portuguese cities for you, Carlos.
Sometimes getting these really good spots, but we just fail to understand like where to trade or how to play off each other right now. And we're like pretty experienced, so it doesn't make a lot of sense to me. So I got kind of upset at the talk that we just had, but I still want the guys to know like I trust them and stuff. But we just have to know how to convert these rounds. Like it's so bad that we're letting them run away like rounds that just seem like impossible.
All right, well, best luck on map 2.
10 biggest Portuguese cities.
Like, Chet was
Lisbon,
because you were just like, yup,
Porto.
yup. So they know what the issues are, it seems.
Yeah, I mean, it's literally exactly what we've all talked about, where we feel like the teamwork is the big problem here, the synergy, the trading, the fundamentals. I mean, these are veterans, seasoned players.
If you look at Chet's size, you know he's been dreaming about coaching CS and going to a major.
So, there's one in the south. I've been there.
I mean, it should be baked into this squad. squad with how long they've
I've been there on holiday.
On the major stage, right? International tournaments together as a team and a unit.
Can't remember what it's called.
They've taken a long break and they've got new players in, and that changes up the entire flow of how you play as a team.
On the island where Ronaldo was born.
Chet knows what the problem is there when they get themselves in the advantages. They can't trade effectively. They can't actually convert past that point. They're moving into what?
Is that not one Portimao?
That is a tried and
Is that in
tested
Brazil?
map. We already know the book. It's been written and set in stone for eons now.
And they have not played by the book at all in this stage. You know, they come in with 2 roster changes, and then they just are one of the most experimental, if not the most experimental.
Where Christ the Redeemer was built.
They might regret that. I mean,
oldest
frankly,
universities.
With the issues they're having, you kind of feel like maybe they should have just brought this back to basics.
Yeah.
I think earlier, Wyatt, you mentioned something really good too.
I can't think of any other Portuguese fucking teams. Where the fucking... What are the other Portuguese teams? Sporting, Porto, Benfica.
Goes all the way back to these points. And Brent, I kind of disagree with you with the fact that you don't think it's going to be able to be fixed that fast, because I do think it might just be a miss.
I swear there was a small team that was on an island.
It should
that I don't know the name of.
Come back from, especially with all this experience under their belts. But I mean, again, Ascent, tried and true. It's the map of Valorant to play.
I can't think of any other Portuguese teams. That's not very good, is it? Go on. I give up. Would I have got Braga? I should have fucking got Braga. Okay, Braga, I should have got. God, this one I should have got as well. Should have got this. Should have got Braga.
Valorant.
I don't know, man.
Heritage.
Yeah, those maybe not so much. Roman the Gentleman, thanks for the 12 months.
I was like, by God, is that Demon 1's music? And he just walked out onto the stage.
I'm going to guess that Carlos is from Lisbon.
Takes a back seat and we get the Demon 1 jet again. Because I genuinely don't think that they don't have it cooking when it comes to, I think the reason they're playing so many experimental comps and forced into that is because they don't have firepower, because they can't easily fit themselves and mold into these standard comps that we know that teams should be able to play on Ascent. So if they come out with some experimental
Where
stuff,
do I think you're from, Finwood?
But genuinely, we've seen teams try and cook on Ascent. We've seen them try and change the formula, and it never works. It comes out burnt almost every single time. So we're going to get the Victor Jet.
Pennsylvania.
He's had performances that have been good in the past, but you're shaking your head, Wyatt.
Obviously, I'm concerned. Victor's Jet has looked good at
Okay, they're just playing a normal comp.
Looking at Ethan, I mean, he has taken over Ascent games on KO, where this is typically the Jets' playground. But I think, again, he's going to have to be the guy.
Not even close.
Well, can NRG get a map and
Belgium?
keep their playoff hopes alive? Well, let's find out. And
You're in the EMEA streams quite a bit, so let's say Belgium.
Thank you so much.
Still not even close. Indonesia?
NRG play one map to stay alive, one map to continue to be able to fight for playoffs, and it's Ascent, a map where they've gone to so many times, a map where
you're a gambling addict. Again, not close. Where would a gambling addict be from?
And they've had some pretty low lows here on
Vegas?
the map too.
Yeah, I feel like that's just the nature of a map like Ascent.
Australia?
Sometimes it works out for you. It all depends.
Can you
on
save
how
NRG,
you start
Carlos?
on this attacking side.
No.
It's so important for NRG to win the pistol
Macau?
round, not
Yeah,
get ecoed,
Macau.
and at least chip away at a bonus.
I think one thing I very quickly need to draw attention to, the Ness was talking about it, Wyatt mentioned it, Bren did too. Vic hasn't played Jet in a really long time. Last time, April in 2023 against Cloud9. It's been a hot minute. Over 400
This
days.
is Valorant.
And yeah, it's been good sometimes when we saw it in the past.
Wolf, thanks for 18 months.
FNS looking like me out there.
There's no time like the present
They
to find
speed
some of
up.
that success.
I mean,
NRG
they're pinging this, they've seen him.
the ever dire need to convert this pistol, to get a good ball rolling on the attack side. They get onto B for free.
Do we not have a...
And the craziest thing about all this is while we were talking about that, there was pings in CT and T spawn actually. So crew were aware that FNS was in spawn that entire time, and Melzer got the kill and flushed him out. Now it's a 4v5 for NRG.
You see that paranoia come out. Kesnia has to take a step back.
45, nice Omen flash.
All the utility soaring through. Ethan has already fallen shy, trying to stay alive, trying to keep things close. I mean, look at the health bars. They're all so weak.
Nice.
They're all so low. NRG looking really comfortable in this pistol, but I think
Crew might have overthought this slightly.
Time is short though, and for Crew, you've got to go and you've got to go fast. Heat's Ghost.
Like, you don't
Is that going to be enough to clean
want
things
to end up in this spot. I
Someone
don't know
NRG
why.
get the pistol.
It was scrappy, but NRG, a good response to take all of that CT
I mean, they get the
area
FNS
after
kill.
dies there.
There has to be some pressure, I think, from here. I don't think they need
limited on the space that they can
4 of them to come this way. Because you're making it hard, really hard on this Sova, because he doesn't know if someone's coming this way to him.
From the side of Melzer, that set up a lot of the kills in the entry.
Right, he doesn't know which way to go.
Crossfire with one player being in CT like that.
Like, it's hard for him.
Angles that you have to worry about
and so then you're dealing with this, and maybe this as well.
There's some notable investment
when you're coming through, so it's not easy.
And I know we just had this conversation, but I want to continue to keep it at top of mind. They've invested a Vandal in the hands of Vic. They're setting him up for success as best as they can.
And he played pretty well on that last map on the Neon in terms of his actual mechanics and the aim when he was actually able to do that, when he wasn't, you know, getting stunned or hit by a paranoia. So he can really do some damage into this game, but they're running into another stack.
But again, there's no real gun on the other side. I mean, Melzer's got a shorty, Kesnit's got a Marshall, but he's not even on the site.
Yeah, you're so right. No gun, no really set utility here. It's basically a full save other than Kesnit buying that gun. Now turret just being used.
MTA has his dart. Try to light things up, but Vic,
That's a gun.
That's an upgrade for MTA as he strikes with a second. But the blood out from NRG, it seemed like it was going to be good, but Kesnit now. A 1v2, Som is weak.
Okay.
Never saw him.
They lose three weapons, but at least they didn't lose, which it looks like they had a chance to.
It wasn't too clean. They ran into another stack, and they're getting punished for it. How many times are they going to keep getting lucky, I guess you could say, in these scenarios? When you run your head into a wall, eventually, it will take you out, knock yourself out. So it's going to be a scrappy buy for NRG on this bonus, and a lot riding on Victor right now, who has the only Vandal.
Practice as a Guardian, but you're right on the other side of the stage.
So they take A main.
Much more firepower.
We're going to go for 2 ultos.
Here we go. It's the exchange. A main for B main. Trip not broken, though. So FNS doesn't need to be too worried right now. Still needs to be having his eyes dialed in on B main. Somebody could, you know, walk up, push forward, but yeah, in the mid round, that triple will pay out.
Yeah, I also think given the KJ setup
drone
that
in
they have
B,
on
that
B,
make it seem like there could be someone here.
To take some of this space. They had the turret, just got cleared out. A nano as well.
Okay, the dart's on nothing, and they've re-cleared B main.
Utility away. They're making some presence B. But all eyes are set A.
Yeah, this is good. Calling right now from the side of NRG. Good mid rounding.
You know now the Sova has to have been in mid.
By FNS. Could be disaster.
This is. I mean, everything is telling him this is where it's coming. Missed the knife.
I think the fact that that drone just saw finesse mid and didn't see
4 have rotated here already.
Should be enough of a queue. Look at where KRU are already. They have everyone here.
30 seconds left.
Nice shot.
A quick punish.
Vic never even landed. As the rifles for KRU, the early ability to arrive on the scene.
Clean by KRU.
Is the difference maker. Finesse is able to punish with his one. But the turret, I guess the peskiest of them all. So 13 seconds left. Not able to settle.
Okay, again, not a bad round the other way. We had a kind of good round for KRU before. We got a pretty, you know, okay round for NRG, all things considered.
I feel like FNS set up the round pretty good in general. Just the key factor.
It was just a little obvious with who they showed doing what. Right, like our Sova and Cypher were seen coming towards B main.
On KRU Visa, they're gonna be ready
right?
for that. They're gonna be ready
but then our Sova and Cypher were seen in mid, and we hadn't heard anything of anyone else. So it's like, okay, you've gone from here.
NRG are going to win now that they're running a normal comp. This is what happened last year before Tokyo. They were running shit comps and getting punished, then started running defaults and winning.
Oh, what? Did I say 18 months for what?
I
don't know.
And instantly,
I feel like he could be a bit of a weakness they're trying to target here a bit.
So fast on re-clearing the space, the energy has been taken.
He's passed. Oh, he didn't know anyway. Vic falls. The judge again causing problems.
They get another kill.
Now they've got the paranoia. They're going to have to navigate through. Finesse not able to settle the shots.
By a judge.
It's a slaughter as KRU get their second.
Absolute
By a
destruction. Melzer, he came up huge with that judge. on Cat.
Wait, Crew won map 1, Messi loving his life? Well,
really needs to look at that moment.
Argentina have got a bit of an easy draw, haven't they, in the Copa America?
Melzer in that moment, all he has to do is look left. Shy, in that entire fiasco of things happening, he already had walked down into bottom mid to re-clear all that space. So do NRG identify that Crew are playing in this way, and do they make an adaptation?
Okay, 2-2 back on an eco. No up yet.
It's been instantaneous re-clears from the side of Crew.
And I think NRG have tried playing in those timing windows. I mean, you think about, they tried striking as the re-clear was happening mid.
Nice swing.
It's not like they're not playing around him, but...
Now you can kind of chill a bit.
Again, I think it... I mean, Bren mentioned it on the desk.
Okay,
it
nice
feels
trade.
like NRG lacked the firepower, and I think we're seeing some of that here.
You get shot, you lose the round, you lose the game. It's an FPS game.
Hey, Pansan, thanks for the 10 months.
Absolutely cooked.
Yeah, he finds the timing on Melzer.
Okay, so we're gonna get an op here now.
And no one even remotely close to follow up.
I'd be shocked if he didn't.
NRG right now that are trying to win the match this half off of heroics. And to be fair, it's still early on in this half, but these last couple of rounds from Crew, they've looked so clean.
I think you're right. It is early. It's also the unfavorable side. Just give you guys a little bit of, for the NRG fans, a little hope. Kesnet with the op online, though. Also worth noting, Shy went away from his lockdown, and we've talked about how devastating of an ult that can be on the defensive side of Ascent.
Yeah, it's so good.
Destroy knife, that was good. They were ready for that. We got op and B main with turret.
Weird mind game where you have to
move the killer across the mid and solo fully across the way.
Who goes first?
If Crashies invests this early on, if he uses his ult first, and Shy gets a kill on the actual exec, it's going to be really bad for NRG, so he might have to just hold on to it for the entire round.
The knife tagging one. Oh, he was right next to him.
Hello?
Big play
Kill?
from Finesse.
How's he not dead?
Able to open up the side a little bit more. There's the Hunter's Fury, but Shy's dead. So no lockdown to worry about. Nothing to think of there. Meanwhile, MTA with 70 HP now was trying to dance around, tried to stay alive, succeeded. Crashies is trying to re-clear across the middle of the map. It might not matter. It might not be necessary. Kesnet with the cannot connect. We're tied at 3.
And I said it, NRG, they're going for solo heroics on these plays.
We still probably will get an op here. We might have one low buy.
He solo ran.
Felt like, again, I mean, that first kill really kind of, how he hasn't died, being pinged there in the smoke.
But his timing, it was so good.
Maybe a little fortunate.
Amongst all the chaos of utility that was flooding the site for NRG, he found that window of opportunity to get that kill, and it opened up the entire site for his squad.
Okay, they do give Victor the op. They want an attacking op.
Pretty good so far for this attack side, and it's an attack operator from Victor to be met by one on the opposite end of Kesnet.
Currently posted up mid. Has blades, a lot of ults. I mean, you're one pip away from having a full stack of ults on the defensive side.
Yeah, not much to work with from the side of NRG. You kind of just gotta hope that Victor can get some type of pick off of all the commotion you're making on the other side of the map. This drone and Cypher.
Okay, so you know it's Killjoy, Silver, normal setup there. On B, you probably figure that the op is either chilling up here or in mid like it is.
To look at that.
Yeah, usually it's the operator that comes on
again,
top.
looking at this A hit.
There it is, Victor.
So this is the weakness now for Crew, the big weakness. That's not dealing with B, they're not bothering.
Pushing forward, has the blades. There's op out on top, and Kesnet bests him.
Now we do have lockdown.
Has to take a step back. Suppressed. No longer
not put in the normal spot.
On the late lurk. Heat ready for it though. You saw his crosshair turn. It doesn't
gets
matter.
it.
Finesse gets a kill. NRG.
And we fight it and it works.
Back. At least for now. MTA in the 1v2.
FNS is fragging. Hold on.
But NRG take the lead.
A flurry of exchanges.
Okay, they pick up the op again.
And again, yeah.
Okay, we're gonna get a timeout. Crew, definitely the A site. They've kind of found the weakness here.
Just like the previous round. So much
don't think Mouse is putting himself in great spots.
From Victor, a little bit of an overheat, but it's FNS,
you know, like there, he has no info of what's going on in A main, and he's just
his timing has been
playing it a bit too passive, I think, in A main here, Melsa.
Won the rounds for his squad.
Oh no, Vic got left hanging. That's tough, man.
It's okay. They're in the lead of this half, this attack side Ascent. One of the hardest.
Like so he hadn't been doing this before, right? He hasn't really been defending actual A main, but he's also not really been great at defending the actual site either.
Real close here.
Oh, Kesnet. He was also
right. Well, we haven't really. This is a good timing of this knife by the KO.
Connect a shot onto
Waiting
him,
till the Omen is about to refresh and then going for the knife so he can't refresh it. That's quite cool.
That he is still playing catwalk. Victor got info that Kesnet was.
So yeah, this A main take has been kind of the strength of NRG.
But Kesnet, his reposition has been great so far.
All he has is a Guardian. Oh, Melser, what are you up to?
He can be so deadly in this spot if he's not cleared.
He's got a paranoia.
He's gonna get mollied right here, maybe. Going out. What a great molly.
Still again, struggling. Doesn't really know what to do here, Melser, I think.
Things that you'd expect out of NRG is those little things, right? Those little micro decisions, making sure no stone is left unturned.
Super smart play right now.
Didn't go for the spam.
Look, FNS's lurks the last couple of rounds have so many members of crew worried about that.
Okay, we've got an op trained up here.
Kesnet still has a Guardian in hand.
Ooh, Shy almost there.
You imagine they're going to try to go as the smoke goes down.
Might be able to get this kill. Yeah. Victor, he was on an island right there. No trade to follow up. It's a 3v3, but the
still should be good because of the guns,
might be
really.
Enough.
Yeah, you've got an op on one side and Odin on the other.
Have to go with the smoke.
Pull out the dart in that scenario, and he gets punished because of it. But Sam, he's been cooking right now.
Can MTA do this?
Oh, shot by Sam. Okay, NRG, we're looking good here. Again, it's always ending A. Probably a timeout crew, let's be real. They need to either put the killjoy on A or tell Melser to fucking buck up his ideas because he's getting fried.
The OG members, basically. They're the ones.
If you're NRG, you know they're starting
really
strong side.
Competitive for their squad. Making crew Visa have to commit a timeout.
Probably need Kesnet over there as well. But yeah, I mean, nice by NRG. They've found a weakness. This is kind of like, you know, what they used to do back in the day. Find a weakness, just exploit it over and over again. Five, 3. I mean, if they can get one more NRG, that I mean, again, the problem for NRG is there's. You do feel like, you know, the aim kind of comes more into it on defense side, right? Like everyone's individual play kind of comes on a bit more on defense, but we'll see, I guess. Okay, big round though, must win. I mean, we've been holding on for this ult we've had for like 4 rounds. This ult we've had for like 2 or 3. That's kind of unacceptable, really.
And this time around, converting them.
They were successful when they were down. We'll see how they can do it when they're up.
It's attacking up. I mean,
the hands of Vic. Meanwhile,
crew quite a few problems
for MTA. Currently posted a B, as you would expect.
And just make them.
Yeah, and then Odin for crashes as well, so it's kind of scary to spam.
Okay, so they kind of got him here. They kind of knew that
repositioning, picking up towards
they're likely to think we've got 3 on A because they keep blue on A.
Well.
So we put 3 on B, heavy and B main instead.
It's much more shallow than we normally see.
Now that's knives pop from Vic as well. Vic is gonna get a
free
walk
out into the up that we forgot they got, and they're popping knives. So they're even like telling us that they have an up, but of course we.
Knives online. Off the paranoia, he dashes forward, takes the space. You've got 2 members of crew who are playing on side with the world to hurt beneath them.
What?
But the pain comes from the defense. MTA and Shy, what a hold. Still so much asked of them, but I think all the onus is now on Crashies.
That was so ridiculous. It's not over quite yet. It is a 1v4 though.
It might be. It very well might be. Yeah, MTA's weak. But the freeze is so nice. They know they've got him cornered. Crashies has to go aggressive here, try to isolate his gunfight as best as he can, but now he's blind, and now he's dead.
Well played by crew in the end there. I mean, MTA just
that was so crazy from
holding mouse 1, I guess. And now you know they're gonna go A, bro.
And then while all that's
they're gonna end A here,
100%. By his lonesome.
100%.
NRG, they did a really good job to the start of that round. I think they
ain't going
at
B.
the right moments.
Not if they just lost a round in a 4v5.
Look at that. jumping into the one-way, and then this right here from MTA, they just line up for him. Oh, a little bit of whippage from the knives of Victor. NRG, they were set up so well to win that round, but it got stolen away from them.
Which has been KRU's approach. It's been where they have found success so many times in the series.
And they bait it out. A lot of util for a lot of util.
You got the alarm back
for the old Santa.
Shallow as it was before.
Omen ult, TPB.
Cam clearing recalled, but the turret B and the nano have already been dealt with, so the only bit of utility that's up right now is that alarm bot mid.
Now you have no dash as well for Kesnet. Sam commits this.
But Melser did too. Melser's joined the fray. Sam's up by himself. He's got to stay alive here. As long as he can, a massive kill from him.
Know about the Omen?
But they haven't dealt with Melser. Do they even know that he's here?
I don't even think Sam knows he's here.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Oh, he knows now.
So ugly.
And now, all crosshairs
FNS
turn
gets
his way. He's able to get two.
Oh, he dies.
3 left to be found, but he cannot convert.
Okay, big round. They just forgot about FNS.
They're learning in real time. Quick adaptations being made.
Nice goal by FNS. Love this.
And there's 2 players back at B.
Using the Omen ult like that. I mean, could have gone very wrong. They didn't realize that the Omen ult came in from the other side.
He was alone for quite a bit of time on site.
Could have also gone very wrong if he gets suppressed at any point when he's in the ult. But KRU here look a little basic, I'm not gonna lie. They look a little basic. Like, I know Ascent is a map that's been figured out, but there are...
Successful, but it could have been really bad.
We haven't seen like a, here's a nice cross the map dart, you know, when they're going A. Oh, we're swapping our KO here when we're expecting a B hit. Oh, we're solo swinging no util again, because Kesnet's fucking just chasing the game.
Of course it gets traded.
Yep. But again, for KRU or for NRG, excuse me, to have won 6 on the attacking side is a big win. Or at least it should be. Conventional wisdom would suggest that's snappy.
What a one-tap from FNS.
Roll back the years, brother.
And he's shutting up all the haters right now. Who can't aim? The problem here is that Heat, I think he's ahead of this one. Trashies gets taken out. That was such a nice shot from Heat. That's the spike down right now.
And the knife is going to confirm that there's nobody else coming in from spawn. This is a really nice play up from Sam. You've got to be cautious, though. He gets away with it.
He got it.
You have to. There's no other choice in the round. You got to commit.
Big play.
Now they're kind of trapped.
Keeps
so
around
what
the line
do you
for
do?
NRG.
Hey, sometimes you just got to puff that chest out and go for it.
Numbers the way of the defense, though. What do you have? Ethan has a flash.
Oh, he didn't come on the flank.
For a little counter punch up.
There goes the flash.
Flash for flash. Still advantage for KRU right now, but this little peek.
How does he get both? How does he get both? Heat with 3 on
Hold
the
on,
round.
guys. S0 M might be better than 10s.
No.
He connected onto one.
Okay, so if Kesnet stops trolling, they might have a chance.
While he was trying to transfer onto Heat, who knows? If the bullet connects onto Heat, they probably convert that round, but it's another round for KRU. And they're staying into this one, but 6 rounds, that's so good for NRG.
Yeah, they just weren't able to convert on the numbers. KRU played that as well as they could.
Nasty work. I'm surprised Sam even got that spike out. Oh, those bullets were so close to connecting as well. Transfer was almost there. Look at this. Sam and FNS at the top. Now they need the help from the squad, but honestly, when you're winning attack side Ascent like this, you're doing a lot of things right. They look way better than the last map on this attacking side, that's for certain.
A 7-5 half would be such a gift.
So again, this A main take, they've seriously struggled with it.
Oh, this is such a big connection.
Nice, Melser again. Melser's out of fucking, wow.
Melser and Heat are out of the fight.
Heat seeking.
I mean, they've big time struggled with that. Can't defend this side to save their life.
Really nice half for NRG, man.
FNS coming on this big flank.
This is the scary side of NRG. When they turn up like this and they look fundamentally sound and the players are popping off, when FNS is dropping bombs on you, it's the scariest squad you could play up against, and another lurk kill for FNS.
I think part of the problem is it hasn't been scary all stage.
Yeah.
This is the first time we see them look like this. A
Okay, 7-5. Crew never really figured out how to defend A at all. They never once, like, this is what I mean by the bit basic, right? They never tried Killjoy over here. They never tried anything other than just the basic shit. They never even really put Kesnet here a lot. They just had KO and Omen here, even though they clearly couldn't defend A. Obviously, this time they both get smacked by assault bullets. Nice by Crashies, but I really hated that by Crew. I thought it was really bad. Just like, you have like a massive, massive weakness, and yet you just don't do anything. What are we doing? Like, at least try something else.
Thank you so much, Doug. Well, it appears NRG have awakened on Ascent, and
I'm not awakened.
Sam and FNS have
I'm
been
very
activated.
tired.
The brain fog has cleared.
Yes.
They are seeing clearly more than 3 kills on FNS. Som is our first one up. This guy, he's dominant again. I mean, my streamer feels strong, man. This is it. This is what you were looking for if you're an NRG fan.
No, this was the guy who was the best controller in North America last year in 2023, and finally seeing.
And this is a worry for Crew. I mean,
same with FNS. Obviously, he's not been individually.
It's a big worry for Crew because again, I feel like inherently their defense side should be better.
And as an IGL,
just because we're getting IGL by committee, like,
the win rate you were talking about earlier,
it's probably not going to be ideal.
On Ascent, a defensive sided map, super good.
You're going to be feeling real good about that.
Hey, but look at what you can do without trolling a comp.
I had to pull up the full screen stat card. Up to 12 kills. Oh my goodness, FNS is doing it finally on the board. But it's looking primed and ready. We were talking about, I was mentioning, could have been a firepower problem, you know, for this squad, and whether Victor was going to be up to scratch against a player like Kesnet. But so far, they've been keeping the game plans very simple, very clean, and guess what? It's working.
Exactly. We're just back to basics. Stuff that these guys have all played a million times over. This is a map that FNS has called on a million times over, with this comp a million times over. Knows it like the back of his hand. There's a reason they can be so successful on attack here. They've just stripped the game back down to the fundamentals, and they're doing excellently with that being the case.
100%. And this is exactly what you want from an IGL, one that can frag.
We saw you on your phone. Don't fucking pretend.
To our casters for the second half.
We saw you.
Thank you so much. An impressive performance for NRG. Yes, again, the attack side, they come out on top at half, which is very rare to see. And the way they did it is Bren was
Why did mewing start?
Back to basics.
What the fuck does that even, like, I know what it means, but like, what? Why is it that word?
Honestly, if they keep the standard the way they should, there's reason to think that we're going to sunset.
Yeah, seriously, especially now that Ethan and Victor are on the defensive side, they're going to be really able to get active. Also, Crashy, he's another defensive side.
Joker 2, thanks for the sub.
So many impactful performances where he's dropped 20 bombs, 30 bombs, and mainly on that defensive side. So a lot to look forward to for NRG right now.
Because of Alexander Mew, who started it?
Cast a shadow the other way.
Are you telling
there's
truth?
Someone to look forward to. It's going to be Kesnet on the attack. The guy's been raid bossed right now. He has light armor, he has a ghost in hand, and he has a kill on Vic.
Yeah, that's why they do that for him. These two players in Hell, FNS and Som, the duo in tandem, they get caught with utility out. He cleans them up for free.
Both drop.
What a shot.
Look at that. What a shock dart to basically even the numbers.
But now he's left in a 1v2 and he's locked out of the sight.
They haven't taken any damage
Door
either.
fades away, and now Crashies goes forward. Shy commits to the plant. Top fragging for Crew at
comes
half.
up at the perfect time.
First it was the door, now it's the one-way.
They put themselves in a very
very
weird position here,
Once
Crew.
this one-way starts fading, the players of Crew are going to be looking towards this door, and that's why he gets taken out.
Eventually,
a pistol round win from the side of Crew, answering back. What a job well done from the side of Crew. He got so much value here in Hell.
Yeah.
Those 2 kills, and Ethan and Crashies, they tried their best to retake that. It was a 2v4 retake they had to commit into.
And it worked. They've invested big here. 4 rifles.
All light armor. This could be scary. It's not going to be a gamble stack from the side of NRG, though. Or maybe it will be. Oh! Disgusting shot.
I mean, they can pick up that gun. Shy should come all the way. They should ferry that gun all the way across.
And that's the dash.
Have a good rest of your night, TMV. Can't stay long. Have a date and hopefully I don't get scammed this time.
You're on a date?
And the weird thing is once you get
Joker, you gave out 2 gift subs.
You kind of want to group
You
up.
have a date, Joker.
Like this.
Are you looks maxing? Are you feeling the Riz?
The right side. If they do end A here,
are you the Rizzler?
NRG have left that area.
That I've heard so much about?
Oh, NRG are going to be ahead of this one unless there's another pivot towards Catwalk.
Yeah, but with what guns, man?
Yeah, true. It is a pivot as well. This is a play out of the book I thought NRG should have done when that door gets put up. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. But I love this too.
I mean, Rizzler is funny. I don't know how any of you think that Rizzler isn't just actually funny. Oh, they got him.
Choice to still commit onto this B site. Maybe it's because there was only one hit.
Bruh, no smoke.
Oh, a little bit of a whiff from Ethan, but his job is just to be a nuisance and set his squad up.
We know one's back site. Fuck me. This is our no IGL. This is our no IGL right here. What an awful call. Awful call. Awful play. Horrible. Horrible. That's Heat's call, and it's awful.
Psalm getting that one dig, that one sheriff headshot in A main. So disgusting. The crosshair placement was immaculate.
Just didn't make any fucking sense. Like, we're trying to fake this. We're trying to fake this and be loud and faking this. And then we're like, oh, guys, I don't see too much. There's not much here. But then we suppress FNS, so you know that someone knows that you're doing this.
Their win rate on attack on
you know that someone knows that you're that deep, so even if they weren't already there, they perhaps should be rotating there, but we just do it anyway because we don't have an IGL.
Made it way harder on themselves.
And now Heat's just running in on his own because he's tilted from the last round. Nice. That's a rifle down. Could look cooked, I'm not gonna lie. They look worse than I thought they would.
Yeah, it's interesting decisions they're making here.
Maybe don't drop your IGL.
Tools in the hands of Shot.
DMV tip of the day. IGL's important.
Stand in the face of that, no way.
Yeah, too much adversity.
Yeah, Finesse cleans him up. NRG gets to 9, and I mean now Crew are back on rifles. Maybe they find some success here.
Victor and Crashies, they're starting to heat back up into this game. Victor, he's got to be net positive. He was what, 7 and 11? Something going into this half, something of the sort.
They dropped Klaus.
Now he's about to be positive.
They dropped Klaus to improve their fragging, but dismantle any semblance of good calling.
Pop flash from spawn, yeah, he didn't connect.
It's a choice.
Any chip damage on the players going stairs, but that flash is so deadly. It's almost way too devastating.
But so far, 2 maps in, I would say it doesn't look very good. Okay, the round.
Amidst the barrage of bullets, he
I guess obviously they won the second round, so it's not really like an early op, is it?
He's going back for a second
dip, they have so much money. I mean, look, they fought an op, and they still have a ton of money.
I don't see him do too often on the
okay,
Jet.
4v4, we lose a Sova.
He's confident in his own right on this Jet. We see how insane Jet on the defensive side.
Does MTA shoot better than Klaus? I mean, yeah. Overall, probably yeah, but is it worth? Was it worth it? Right now, I would say no. We've used our dash, so we like this, right? Like we've used our dash. We don't have a dart. We don't have a dash. Why are we coming for a full A main exec? Right? Look at this, man. Look at how bad this is. Oh, that's so bad. Yeah. Okay. But sub. Can we bring Klaus back in?
For the side of NRG. This is their map pick.
Can we bring Klaus back, please?
Crew's map pick for a reason as well. But man, NRG look way better on this map of Ascent. The way that they're even playing off one another. And I think it's familiarity, yeah.
Can you say Crew, Carlos? I don't know. I don't know. I mean, that was really fucking shit. Like, again, just, you would think that that's the kind of round that wouldn't happen, right? That's the kind of round that shouldn't happen if we're all having little individual calls and whatnot. You would think that,
there were some other tryouts.
You know, Kesnet would be there saying, oh, I don't have dash, guys, so we can't just all group A main with no Sova and no dash. Like, hey, we can't do that. That's not a call that's ever going to work, ever. Like, never. Never.
Victor, he's so proactive.
Never going to work.
He's really confident.
And yeah, that's the call we go for. Tough.
That's why we saw him opt on the Neon the last map. This time around, he was able to have a warm-up already beforehand. That's why he's popping off right now on the defensive side. And Sam, he's going to have to pop off here. This KO pop flash could be disaster for him.
It's often a mess.
There it is. He's got to get out.
turn, the smoke goes up, he finds some safety.
I mean, so they go for the Kesnit
Nicely done,
force.
but I think for Crew here, what they were looking
And
for
we've gone for a fucking awful idea again.
Early op shot right there. But
go for a never in history round.
Goes 1 for 1.
Get fortunate.
So worried about mid, he gets caught from Garden, but it's Ethan and Sam. The side anchors, what can they do?
My ult's ready.
A 2v2 now, Ethan's so weak, 18 HP, Melser with a rifle in hand, he does too. They've been able to upgrade everything, that nade is nice.
30 seconds left.
Heat, do you have another miracle in you? Do you have another big moment?
It's a drone to fish him out. This might be too much to ask for. He doesn't get tagged by it, though.
But they've spotted him. They know where he is. The reposition. Managing to dodge the first shock.
Man, if he is aware of this catwalk flank, this would be insanity. He gets the kill, dog.
He's gotten it down to 1. Heat on the snap, but again,
big question, Crashies.
it's Crashies.
Yeah, those rounds
we'll
never
get
really
NRG to 11.
Yeah, Crashies has the full advantage there, but you just never know when you're up against a player like Heat. He's been so good on this roster. Crashy's cutting it a little close right now, huh?
Uh-oh. He got half short,
no,
right?
he's got it,
yeah,
he's got it.
Well?
Calculated, yeah, he still had a second and some change. No doubt in his mind.
Managed to save the
God,
off.
imagine if he
we'll take a
fucking
look
lost.
at that again. Steady hands.
Nasty work. That molly in the beginning, so good, and yeah. Yeah, I mean, he had a chance.
Yeah, he did.
It wasn't an insta-kill there from Crashies. It could be so hard to control the spray.
Okay, timeout Crew. Have they won an attacking round? I think they won 1, right? But yeah, not looking very good. I got the rare Chet VCT popsicle stick. That one won't be there next year. Oh yeah, they won pistol. Yeah, that's a tough for Crew. Tough. And this was a map that they used to be pretty good on, but I guess no IGL, it's tough. Thoughts on Sage Mummy? I honestly don't give a shit. Like, it makes me laugh because I think that it's funny that Valorant has this kind of, you know, like Mimi said yesterday, turns out Spike Rush isn't the only dating app. Like, I think that that's a funny culture to have. Personally, I think that's very funny. So I like that it kind of leans into that, but I could do without fucking, oh, you broke up, so here's a fucking bunch of drama that I have to fucking hear about for no reason. I could deal without that. Okay, we're just cooked. Where the fuck's the sound? Oh, sorry, that's my bad.
There's really no way in. He's been brought back into the fold.
I cannot use that.
But I mean, Kesnit's blades were a big part of the equation there.
Yep. Super readable though. FNS, if you're gonna play into his hands like that, it's over for you. It's not over for this series though.
No, but it might be over for this map if Crew don't find success here. They've got to find a way to convert. But again, I'm reminded of the struggles they've had on the attacking side of Ascent. And yes, everyone has them, but it's just tough.
Yeah, nightmares of that playoff.
Okay, this is going to end 13-6.
Lev, who kind of dismantled,
and we'll go to Sunset. And let's see what comp they play on Sunset, because who knows? Maybe they've cooked something shit.
Little awkward exchange right there.
Like here, they played a normal comp, and it looks
might be too deadly heat. He's sitting at 14
decent.
HP.
It helps obviously the FNS is fucking shooting this game.
That dagger's gonna connect. Oh, free kill.
I mean, Crew is shit at this map. Holy fuck. Cheesy Wembam. Cheesy Wembam. Thanks for 2 months.
OMFGR energy back.
I mean, Crew are like so far ahead of where they are in a round. It's unbelievable. They think they're like.
NRG.
I have no idea what they're doing.
Presumably on map point here.
Yeah, it has to be this.
I mean, Heat.
Yeah, Finesse gets taken
is just fucking sprinting into them every round and just dying.
You mentioned in the previous round the money that NRG have to play with.
Like he's just fucking sprinting into them.
Money.
No util on his own every time.
They've been in full control of this map from start to finish.
There he goes. There he goes again.
And it was just too obvious.
Want to see me do it again? He's literally the fucking SpongeBob meme.
So many different ways that you shut them down as well. There was cat splits, there was A main hits off the rip, delayed ones as well. I mean, they're gonna try B at some point of the match.
Right, and it's
Have you seen any 100 Thieves game? No.
When nothing else is worked.
Exactly.
So KRU on their last leg on Ascent. Shy has an ult, but he also just got a
use our dash again.
Down to 9 HP, no armor.
Yeah, that was from Catwalk, right?
I believe so.
That Odin spam.
Yeah, it had to have been.
Absolutely obliterated.
Getting diff.
Again,
we're just walking up on our own.
Non-factor on this attacking side.
The duality of Jet.
Take flight.
Victor tucks that.
I mean, he played that as perfectly as he could. That's the second shot. That's not settling. Finesse continuing to frag.
Give him a corpse. Guess he gets it.
He gets his 2. Shy still alive.
You don't want ult there, so.
And there's the lockdown. Ethan has to give some of the space back up. He's just playing in there. Tries to find a way out.
How's he live?
2 members here. Sam left in a 1v2 to close the map out. Again, reminder, Shy so weak.
Don't give me a fake comeback, Sam. Just end it, lad.
This is Valorant.
Wasting light. Thanks for 20 months.
This almost feels like a 1v1.
Yeah, he's got a smoke, a
what?
paranoia, and it's heap.
Doug, bro.
Might be able to do some.
What is that? A dig at Melser or Shy?
Gets spotted by that alarm bot. He's taking his time.
Plenty of armor, plenty of health.
Almost. Oh, nice look at this. Maybe you were right.
That little fadeaway wallbang.
Shy has 9 HP. Yeah, but
shot. It's surely over. He was sitting at 5
in
HP.
pro play, that's not fucking one guy.
There needed to be an answer, and what a way to do it. It was heat going up.
1 HP is enough to trade him.
Big gap there. NRG were not aware of it. They focused so many resources trying to get FNS out of B main, but they forgot that one blind spot. He was able to get the flank around, secure the round, but NRG still up 5 rounds, still on match point.
And again, I look towards Kesnet. He's tried. I mean, he's trying to take space. He's trying to find kills. Vic falling first here.
First kind of. It feels like the first time they got a first kill in a long time.
In the 7 rounds that they played on attack, he's died first in 4 of them. So if your Jet is not the one to be able to create space, and be that smart, be that go, I mean, of course you're gonna struggle.
Yeah, and it's not like he's even.
Look at my W Edators getting a combined 37 kills. Pooljan and S0 Mule less than 3.
I'm sure you're waiting to pull that out when Som drops like a 30 bomb and FNS is on 6 kills or something and you're going, look at my streamers getting fucking 36 kills between them.
No real answer back, like no real trading. Such a hard map against fortified defenses.
You know that me and Tom Brady combined have won 7. Wait, did he win 7 or 6?
They make you play a little bit differently as the Jet as well. Good shocks this
I think it's
time
7.
around. Good
you know, me and Tom Brady have won 7 Super Bowls between us.
Ethan, the double Odin.
Oh, there's that dash forward and Kesnet falls again. You're right, the overwhelming pressure of the Odin is just too much. Finesse is going to be on the flank. The alarm bot will spot him, but KRU no real way to worry about or pay attention to or give credence to what's happening behind them. They have to focus on what's before them. MTA on the swing, Crash, he's dead.
2v2. FNS, 1v2. Winnable. Oh.
KRU survive for another.
Don't give me a fake comeback.
Swings into FNS at the end there, full confidence. He just knew he was going to get that one. That's a pretty risky play to make.
Timeout NRG.
FNS, he's left contemplating what went wrong in that round. And it was this start from Melzer. Beautiful entry. You can't hear that Omen teleport from so far away. This setup was really good. That was a trip and a dart from Crashies and FNS that set up that round. But MTA with that push in the spawn. It can be so hard to hear those footsteps when you're popping your Hunter's Fury. And although Kesnet's having a pretty lackluster performance on this map, it's nice.
Oh, I'm getting tired, but I need to. I'll be up tomorrow anyway. DMV, does Paperx have a chance of winning champs? I mean, they have a chance because they're going to make it. So everyone's got a chance. You never know what's going to happen. You never know. What was the score for this? It was 12-6.
on a lighter buy.
With NRG's clutch player,
Crew
Carlos
broke
01.
the economy of NRG. If they're able to win this round and win it clean, maybe a follow-up in the next, that all of a sudden puts you on 11 because NRG will be on a bad buy at that point. But Sam, he's had
Are you
20
good in
kills.
a
He's been
clutch,
kinda
Carlos?
quiet
I don't
because
think you're the
Crew
type
haven't
to be
really
honest. I don't think
ended that
Neon
in.
players are the type to be good in a
Let's see
clutch.
if they keep
Duelists
that up.
in general, I don't think are ever
Find
good in a
Sam and
clutch.
go the other way. That's been the game plan lately for Crew.
Shadows traveling. That's a little dart there, unexpected, tagging on a Melser. A little bit of early info, but so much time left in the round to adjust.
This is the adaptation from the timeout from NRG. See if there's anyone in A main. There was nobody there whatsoever. Now you're able to reposition, put Sam's focus elsewhere. I say that as he opts to go back into the A
Really
site.
fucking out.
And these
Why
A
didn't
site
just ult
holds, they
here?
were so good for NRG.
Why would you not ult here?
The Crew have an answer this time
Why
around.
would you ult
Something
here?
tells me they don't.
I mean, the 5 rifles that they have might, though.
And I'm not saying that as because we know he's in wine. I'm just saying that as surely that gets the same amount of information.
Now MTA popping the ult.
If
Sam
he
not
just
tagged
gets
yet, but he
more.
understands where the threat is coming from. They might try to flip into spawn here. Look at Kesnet on the minimap. Crashy's ready for it. And he bets him with a Sheriff.
Wow, Crashy's beats him.
Victor's in such a good spot. They're going to thrifty their way into closing
GG.
this map.
30 seconds left.
Just when it seemed like Crew had everything going for them. You were right, Trey. They didn't have enough for the hold. And so Shy is the last thing standing between NRG and their first map win of this.
GG! Okay, we go to Sunset, Bunset. I've not been doing fucking ads this whole time. You guys should have been getting ads this whole time. Can I be bothered to watch? I am very tired. Extremely tired. And I'm looking at the freshwater fishes of North America. I don't think I've got it in me. Highest life expectancy. Japan. Fuck it. Let's go. Why is Australia but not New Zealand? I think Germany has higher than the UK. Fuck. The Netherlands are tall. I should have never picked them. Low sample size. Let's fucking go. What was it? It was Canada. Let's go, Canada, man. Italy. Really? Italy? I would have thought they fucking ate too much pizza for that. Singapore, Sweden, Liechtenstein. I should have just picked all the fucking small ones, shouldn't I? I don't think I can do it. I don't think I can do it. I don't think I can do it. My eyes are dying. I can't do it. Can't do it. Oh no, poor streamer. You are old. Do I have alerts off? No. What did you do? Cheesy Wham Bam. 2 months. Wasting Light. 20. Sleep is overrated. Lazy man's valor. Oh no, I can't look at the screen. Sleep on stream. Walk. GeoGrid? I already played a GeoGrid today. I'm so tired. And I hate that this happens. Will they just go straight into map 3, please? I hate when they do the fucking... Population over 10 million, borders. Flag with red, borders Russia. Am I the first person to play this game today? Capital city over 500k, borders Russia. I am. Am I the first person to play fucking GeoGrid? God, what a shit game. More than 300 Olympic medals. More than 300 Olympic medals. Population over 10 million. 300. Let's fucking flex on them. Ah! Flag with red. Capital over 500k. More than 300 Olympic medals. Oh, look at me go. Starts with the letter B. Population over 10 million. Flag with red. Starts with B. It's actually a clever answer. Starts with B. Capital city. Population over 500k. Does Brazil? Is that a shit answer? Does Brasilia have fun? I mean, I would have thought it does, but does it? Let's think of a better answer. Botswana. Benin. Bulgaria. Bulgaria should, right? Yes! Oh, I guess I'm not the only person to do it. I just gave different answers.
Play Bazingle.
I don't want to play anything. I want to sleep. What's Bazingle? I can't even think of any word. Come on, bro. Huh? Gotta imagine if that was right. Okay, fairly normal. What if NRG playing? If NRG are playing something normal, I might just sleep. Huh? Fairly normal.
Is the gimmick Hog Bazinga that it's Bazinga every time?
I got that before it said it. I got that before it said it.
Close calls.
Absolutely. Where we're heading into map 3.
I got it before it said
wins, they make playoffs, and NRG will be eliminated. Let's send it back to
I got it.
Baby Bay for the call.
Thank you so much, Keem. The Des mentioned it. I want to very quickly draw attention back to the last time that NRG played the Sunset. It was against Sentinels. It was a banger. 14-12. Ultimately doesn't go their way, but their mettle was tested, and they showed they can hang with some of the best on this map.
Yeah, they're definitely good at the map. It is a new composition. That, you know, Sova KO composition that they ran previous, it could be so hard to run. And on the flip side for KRU, this is also new for them because last time they ran a Breach Gecko on this map. So it's new looks for both squads, and that's to be, you know, I think that's a good thing for NRG because, yeah, there's so much footage on them, especially in this stage on Sunset. I think they played it in the last 2 series they played. Careful so this little change could be enough for them to enable Victor to really take over.
Back on the Neon roll, the Paranoia is already out. Look at him already.
Super fast.
Taking space. But KRU trying to wrap around. It seemed like they're ready for what was coming. Solid
nice
2 kills to kick things off.
I wonder if they're just prep work that NRG just did, or maybe they think that there's a similar game plan to that pistol round on Split where it was also a push down mid for KRU. But either way, they're in a 5v3 and they're cleaning this one up nicely.
And again, it's Finesse and it's Som. They led from the front in the previous map.
Oh, you can aim.
All the kills. This NRG
you learn how to aim.
Pistol.
Nasty stuff. They sent Victor up there just as, you know, presence on A, just gravity towards him. That prompted a speed up in mid from KRU, but they were ready for it. NRG were all dialed in. Multiple members, even a stun coming out to deal with that.
One enemy remaining.
What a hard read. No signs of slowing down as NRG. They're on their first anti-eco of this
map.
They're
back.
And it's going to be a 4-1, so very stable play here. It will be mid-control. That's the name of the game so far for NRG. They want to condition this top mid smoke, condition the Cypher towards A. At least for right now, this is very convincing for them.
Well, this is a similar pace to what we saw in the previous round. It was towards A. This time, through mid.
And again, they don't have, other than the Elmo flash, you don't have a ton of like.
And I mean, they're also clearing out everything. Concerned about what could be on the other side, and reasonably so. There's no telling where KRU could be posted up. Weapon is handed over to the defense. Goes over in the hands of Melser. But through all of that, the spike planted, NRG in post-plant positions. Som still has a Paranoia.
Vic is alone here. If he gets double swung, he might get taken out with the trade, but he gets 2 instead. Now he's just going to live.
Instead of getting double swung, he just double kills his way through that.
Yeah. Bowser just going for any type of exits he can have. He gets spotted out from that Prowler, but he's going to drop here shortly. Crashies, he's got that Ghost. This would be a good upgrade for him.
And that it will
be. Clean round for NRG.
Trying to save the
in a good spot.
but ultimately falls. NRG, 2 very clean rounds, but not only that, they've been fast, they've been aggressive, they've been decisive.
Yeah, the game plan is working out really well right now for NRG, and I wonder now on this bonus round if they decide to keep that up or if they're going to slow things down. I think it's another new look here, though. It's going to be a 4-1 this time. Mid is not the main focus. It's going to be that B main. They will be met by a Cypher here. We've seen how disastrous this comp can be against
scoreboard
this Sova
get
KO.
rid of
We've
us?
seen Heretics make their own meta on this map with that. They look so great in Shanghai. One of the best Sunset teams we've seen in a while. Let's see if KRU can emulate that here. Bring that style over to NA. Something NRG was trying to do at first, but they just couldn't do it. They opted to go back to Breach and Fade.
Okay, very passive from
Speaking
KRU.
of things fading, Som will
Som
take
hits
off
another
heat,
nice
but
shot, but
MTA
now
is
with
quick
no
to the trade.
smokes.
A little bit of space being taken away from Elster too. He's
That's
refreshed
kinda
that smoke
tough.
a couple of times.
You see 3 people running back.
They're still holding mid.
So scared to grab that rifle for good reason. You don't want to be the reason why your team loses this round. You have a good chance right now. It's a 4v4. The gun game is basically equal.
And for as much as they've played quickly, slowing down here, I think. Also worth noting, KRU haven't taken a ton of space either. You remember in the pistol, they took all that space.
Very worried about mid.
They've been active in their approach, but now going really fast towards B is NRG.
It's late mid low.
Finesse holding the line, as we saw previous round.
See that? Why don't they just play like this every fucking
Spike
match?
planted, the Prowler out. Take a look at the death ball coming through from KRU. They're trying to get out from backside, but again, it's
KRU look a bit
NRG
lost.
that hold the line.
But
They're so confident right now. This is a whole new energy.
I mean, we're so fucking passive. It's unbelievable. But
we've been waiting to see them just shoot straight. Honestly.
They've gotten yeah. Why don't they just? Why the fuck are they playing these comps,
until
man?
their 9th life to do it. But I guess it's better late than never.
They had to. So much on the line for them. They have to make this playoff. That's what they're all saying to themselves. Victor.
I mean, they can't aim right now.
Comes out on
I mean, they
top
just
against
cannot
Melzer,
aim.
that 3-man firing squad. That
Getting diffed
IGL
by
from
everyone.
FNS, knowing that
That's
there's
tough.
a free B site.
Tough. We got rid of our IGL to
And a
improve
key
our
note
aim,
here
and
on
we're
that
getting
V
diffed by
execute is
everyone.
the
We're getting
aftershock
diffed by a
from
team
Ethan.
that is
It's all to
known for
break
not
that
having
early
good
on
aim.
trip here. There was that flurry of exchange in mid, and this 3-man firing squad just dealing with that. But in the future, those trips, anything
And
close
Melsa's
from
had a
shy will
rough
be broken
day.
by an aftershock. So
Feels like
he
every
might need
time
to
he's on
adjust
screen
those
a bit.
trips,
Like
but
on
a
Ascent,
way
you're
more
just getting
passive.
absolutely fucking
Try to
abused.
catch players out as they're actually on the site.
And Heath as well. I mean, he had some
But he won't
okay
be able
rounds
to
on
do that in
splits,
this
but
round.
it
It's
feels
gonna be
like
a
Heath
bad
and
buy
Melsa,
from the side of KRU.
they've just been sleeping today.
Sheriffs across the board. And the same anti-eco approach for NRG.
And again, I think they're gonna run into the same problem. You know that they are.
TMV, you should have a drunk stream sometime. Would be fire.
I mean, I don't drink, so this is probably as close as you're gonna get, really.
What a cool start from Victor, by the way.
But
This time too, KRU.
yeah,
a
you're just
little
gonna
bit
get
ahead of it.
old, fucking boring
But
crew
NTA's
doing the
already
same
fallen.
setup every round.
This
They've
freeze is
already
so nice. Do
identified
not
this
fully
kind of
committing
B
to the
split, I
plan
think,
yet.
as like a key idea. Crew won't
Now
change
doubling down
anything
on
though,
the
don't
reference.
worry about them. We'll
Fake
just take
flex
our
to kind of play the
random
game by
one,
himself.
you know, one by
Go
one
farm, go
swings,
kill.
no util. As ever.
That's a
There
very
you go,
bold.
there's
I mean,
another
I
one.
guess you don't really have another choice if you're shy there, but
Early timeout. We're
Honestly,
just
probably
trolling.
dropping to the spike would have been the best choice, though, because look at these ultimates that are about to come online from the side of NRG.
Can't get a kill.
Ethan's 3. I mean, everyone's close. If the next gun round goes their way, they're going to have all ultimates for the following one. And
We're getting one tapped by FNS.
I mean, yeah, Melzer's
That's
not
how bad
way
it's got.
But still, he still did it.
that's often the hardest kill, man. The one when no one's looking at you.
No, seriously, it is.
That's another flawless round for NRG. They're up 4-0.
Yeah.
And I imagine there's an early timeout coming through.
It's definitely coming. It's happened.
Okay, so yeah, just
that timeout has come.
just shit.
And
Shit
right
all
now,
round.
KRU playing this.
They don't know what to do. I mean, they don't have anyone to tell them what to do if they don't take a timeout. They got no IGL. So that's tough. And I think it's even more tough when you don't have a recognized IGL when things are going wrong, because it's like there is no like clear person who needs to step up and like say, you know, guys, I'll be the guy who fucking calls us out of this. I always think that's, you know, probably more difficult when you don't have a set IGL. I mean, just look at their body language now. They just look like they're fucking, you know, Look at the difference right there. You know, FNS, he's fucking yapping away. He kind of knows that they've already won. And KRU, meanwhile, look kind of, yeah, just unsure, uncertain, can't aim, don't have any ideas. We're gonna go back to the same shit,
sitting in
I'm
spawn
sure.
as that Sova, but he's quick to help out Benji at B.
What's our
Who's
timeout
shy
for?
in this case.
Just do the same
and they
shit.
actually fight. They fight for the site. It seems like it's retake, but it's a fast flood with this composition.
I mean,
that's
again,
what makes
like,
it so deadly.
when you watch Benji defend this site versus like most ciphers, it's like comical how bad he makes everyone else look.
The reason why this composition works on this map. That's why teams run the Sova KO. But we're not seeing too much of that yet. It's been a lot of B retake. This time, Shy, he's playing in, so
okay, we get a full buy.
That this is the adaptation they need to make. It's more passive of trips. There's still one in the choke that's gonna get broken by an aftershock. There it is.
So the aftershock breaks it again.
A little bit closer here too to help.
Get
and it seems like they are gonna fight on this, but will it go their way?
Yeah, the trip's doing nothing, you die.
He's dead.
Yeah, this could be a 13-0.
No real even opportunity for Kesnet to pop his ult for that to be a factor.
It's a disconnect in the defenses right now. Both players, both B anchors.
Why did I stay up to watch this?
Oh, he will get one though. But still, it looks like they're just saving already. It's a 2v5. You kind of have to.
I mean, the money's abysmal.
Take a timeout. Did we change anything? No.
So again,
hey guys, let's take a timeout.
Let's
do the same cypher setup that we know doesn't work.
They tried to play in this time around, but they're not together.
And then
MTA needs to rotate from CT, not go market alone.
You just
and give
die.
A bunch of different
You swing
ones.
out on your own.
He needs to be able to back up Shy in that B site and just play for the back site, honestly. That's how you play this composition. That's how you play and that's how you beat a breach comp. Oh, the fake TP.
It's always so satisfying when that works.
Yeah.
Seldom does, but every now and then you get away with one.
Oh, that one from Superman?
Yeah, that was perfect.
Yeah, earlier in the week, yeah.
Oh, if they got a 13-0, that'd be worth it. I mean, we are on right now. We are on 5 kills.
Great. Ultimate's still great.
We are on 5 motherfucking kills.
So this is the disconnect that I was talking about. There's a player dying back site.
Holy shit, they are getting absolutely farmed. We are on 5 kills and 2 of them are after saving. FNS is on the same amount of kills as our whole fucking team. That is how badly we are getting stomped right now. Okay, they finally changed something.
And aggression B. Oh,
Will
this
it
is a
work?
different look, but they were ready for it. Only one found though, and now the ult popped. Everything lit up, but he slams it into a wall. And MTA pays a dear price for it. Oh, he's laughing. I mean, Kesnet's laughing.
Sometimes things just don't go your way in Valorant.
I say laughter is the best medicine.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's going to cure these woes.
If I speak,
I mean, it got a giggle out of him.
It's definitely better than seeing full tilt, that's for sure, because, I mean, the way that round just transfolded, that's rough. And now, again, it's a masterclass right now from the side of FNS. He's warmed up into this series so well in terms of the calling, in terms of his individual performance. No signs of slowing down either. It's a free A site, another site that is chosen correctly from the side of NRG. And FNS is in mid to cut anybody off, cut out any rotations, or even just be that guaranteed security to close out the round.
If they can get breach out here, that would be ideal.
Up to his team with that camera, seeing all of A lane. Oh,
almost getting caught there.
Now the backup, the cavalry arrives. Should be easy pick'ems right now. Kesnet actually missing his satchels there. I think one got broken when he tried to pop it so he could peek out.
It's a tragedy of a round for him, isn't it?
Yeah, it's nothing going his way at all.
And honestly, I mean, to expand upon that a little bit more, there's nothing going the way of KRU either. Yes, you look at the scoreboard and you go, oh, they're down 0-5, they're getting rinsed. They haven't gotten a single first kill either. So even some of those things where they were, you know, maybe getting that advantage and NRG are just snatching the round away from them.
So NRG looking better. NRG looking better because they aren't playing fucking dog shit comps.
Everything, literally everything.
KRU are also looking absolutely fucking dog shit.
Mechanical skill, the
both can be true.
Behind it, game planning overall. FNS and the rest of NRG have set themselves up for success to close out their first series.
That might be the worst race of all time.
Yeah, that's rough.
That was funnier the second time. It was funnier to watch the second time around.
See MTA's reaction to him just getting rocketed by his teammate. It's still going to be the fighting squad towards B main, but there's no wise to it. Yeah, wise to it.
Really deep trip. Camera's still not cleared.
Take control of elbow, you freeze the round. I guess they might just speed up.
We're gonna realize we can do trips for Prowlers.
Big Brother's watching. The cam's still
You get shot, you lose the round, you lose the game. It's
they got a first kill.
It's the first to fall.
Duke Dennis Reyes.
Spam through the one-way. A little bit of RNG back in Crew's favor, but can they convert this 5v4 advantage they have?
This is the first time they've had a number like this, and yeah, they seem to be finding success with it. Finesse and Crash is left alone.
Okay, maybe we found our aim.
What looks like, yeah,
flawless
round for Crew as they get their first.
Pick that
they have a
Rico.
chance. They need to start snowballing these, chaining some rounds together.
El Thirtino.
In that round.
Tough.
He made up for that rocket from the previous round. And keep in mind that previous round was an eco round for them. So, you know, it is what it is. And that's that RNG I was talking about. He's just right through the one-way. Works in his favor now. And they have a chance to bring some momentum back. Salvage this half that was started off disastrous.
They still have a long way to go to make this less of a disaster. But they've got some guns and they have some money to play around here.
Okay, massive KO knife. Sure got quite a few of them. Maybe not all of them, but
they're going to want to win it.
Start
chipping away, right?
Yeah, different position of the cam here. It's much deeper.
Yeah, it's more of a trap play this time around.
Yeah, problem with that
two
is
players.
instantly
They gotta
gets
keep
cleared.
three
So
here.
now there's a little bit more room for Crash.
Playing around the breach ult.
And you don't know how many players are behind that break of the cam. There's only one player that showed to break it.
I think it's NRG on
But
stupid.
now, I mean, now they know. Smokes, stuns, the dog came through.
Be a free
Thinks
kill
all the
on
way out on
Victor.
site already.
Don't kill him. Holy
And they've
fuck,
got
come on,
everyone here.
Shy. What are you
Also know
doing?
Ethan
You
has
gotta
his
get
ult.
that kill. He is revealed
So
on
does
site.
Viku.
Even with
Apparently,
spam, he should be
would rather
dead.
that over the Vandal.
Now we've just let them plant and they have breach ult. It's
You lose the
over.
round, you lose the game. It's an
Hibernia, thanks for the 10 months.
Go Wolves.
There he goes, aggressively, but look at the TP out from Elser. Can he do something about it? No. Almost connecting on the third, but
they
heat
line up?
spam is too good.
I mean, he's
And
low.
so things settle on equal footing. Oh, you wouldn't expect that to be the case, but this round feels like it's getting out of hand for NRG.
Plus, Kesnet went on as well.
Finesse keeping things even.
You're flashing
Heat
and
with
they
7
know
HP.
they're not
Crash,
there.
he's trying to keep him back and he can't. It's Finesse, a 1v1 against the opposing Cypher. On the swing, he knows he's there. He'll clean him up. NRG get their 7th.
Big gameplay
Okay.
from FNS right now.
Probably
He came up so
GG
clutch
right
in
there.
elbow
I mean,
right
they do
there.
have enough money,
Sam, he
but
dropped early
it's gonna
at
need a
an
fucking
advantageous
Herculean
position to
comeback at this
Kesnet.
point. I
I
mean, at
don't
least
know
they're
how
starting
Sam
to get
loses that
kills here,
gunfight.
Crew, but
And honestly, it gave Crew a chance
it's
back
tough
into
right
the
now.
round.
It's rough for them.
Where it would have been impossible, but it was FNS.
I mean, again,
with the
really,
follow-up
what
with
has to
spam.
happen here is
Do
Shy
that
has
smoke
to
and
kill.
elbow, getting
He
the trade
has
on
to
the
kill
Kesnet.
Victor the
And then
first
his
time around.
Fake out of the cam. He got tagged by that
Has
Cypher
to.
cam, acting
Has
like he
to
was
kill him.
wrapping back around.
When he's
towards lane.
revealed,
He doubles back wisely. So
you've got 3 people kind
closes
of
out
there.
that
Like,
round.
either Shy has to kill him or someone has to kill him.
Big things from the IGL. He's played so good these last 2 maps.
He's doing his best to beat the washed allegations, that's for sure.
Yeah.
So good, man.
Cam gets broken at B site.
Did you just break the door?
There will be a
No,
walk
some
back,
must
a
have broken
reset
the
to
door, right?
round. It's going to be mid control after
Don't tell
this
me
drone
you just
comes
broke the
through from
door.
side
There's
of
no
Crew.
way.
Bit of an early drone, gets no info at all. Good job from NRG so far to not disclose where they want to end, where they want to go. It looks like it will be a B split.
Let me guess,
There we
this
go.
trip's gonna get destroyed
You see
again
percentages too, the
because
aftershocks
who?
are clear the
Shy,
threat
have
that-
you played Cypher
Fault
before?
line to give space for Crashies and Som to fill in. The site's all theirs. Snappy from Finesse.
No flashes anymore.
Traded back though. Screw trying to hold the line.
Okay, his
An
aim was nice.
impressive hold from Shy. And now Kesnet too. Maybe we'll find a little bit more success with the ult this time around.
Oh, that connects.
Yeah, that's way better than last time we saw him pop that one.
Okay.
Takes out Som. He knew the
I mean, if they can
general
get to
vicinity
4,
of
I guess
Som
it's
in
still
that
winnable
moment.
for Crew, but
Probably didn't expect to actually get that kill. A little bit of RNG there, and this time, Crew, they actually fought that backside B correctly.
Classic DMV talk shit and they
Even
win.
so,
I mean, I just mean in terms of these trip placements. Like, your trip is getting broken there every fucking time by the same aftershock. Like, how have you not learned? And they're playing Neon. They're always going to do that aftershock. Like, that's the only way they're going to break your trips. So they're always going to be breaking those trips. So don't put down those trips.
When we listen to chat in between,
because they're going to use that aftershock either way. They're not going to know.
One of the things that really frustrated him was the fact that, hey, this roster has way too much experience for things like throwing these rounds away, how the spacing.
Like, just use your fucking mind. Like, it's free. It's free to not use those trips. You don't have to use those trips. Those trips are not mandatory trips. You don't have to do them. Like, just put one in fucking market. Put one on a deep site. That is funny watching it. Like, this is the setup they should do. Like, he's put it here again. What the fuck is he doing? Put one here and put one there. This guy is running with Neon to this corner. Put one there. Put one here. And you sit here with a cage. Fucking hell.
3 at half.
This time it shows that there's going to be a type of default, but they don't have any follow-up there to break that camera. And that dagger, yeah, you have to go back now and re-clear all that A main if you're NRG. And they're wise to it. Look, so right now, NRG are doing a lot of the fundamentals correctly. It's going to be utility invested.
So they're playing around
to
a KO that doesn't
and
exist.
If they can actually get into elbow and break this cam, but NB, that's the perfect round.
As long as Vic stays alive, as long as there's no pressure lost there. Oh, he's been spotted.
Spotted. I wonder if he thinks that he wasn't seen by that one. Oh, he gets the one up on Heat, huh?
Very nicely done. He was alone.
We are just sleeping. We're going to come and Cypher out that body. No.
Back A, they get rid of the cam, and now they turn their attention back towards mid, back towards B. The problem is, Shy's trips are still here. Holy smokes, Melser, what was that? And now the Hunter's Fury out from MTA, backside.
Oh, that got him.
Crashes, falls, the spike joins him.
Last player standing.
I mean, Melser opened this round up on his own.
Crazy peak. Getting 2. The follow-up, Hunter's Fury. It is a free A site, though. Ethan, he could get the spike planted. He's going there. He's giving himself a chance. Even if he could do damage, it'll help out later in the half. I mean, we're getting towards the end of it, but still.
I mean, their money's in a weird spot too, to be honest. So any credit saved is a credit earned. I think that's how that saying goes.
Yeah. Spotted out early. That fault line will connect to delay for a little bit, but the 3-man swing should be too much. He's playing these off angles very wisely. Can't connect the shots.
Okay.
And KRU will
We're
clean
up
up
to
the
3.
round.
And again, it was off of Melser, man. Melser getting that 2K and
It was
MTA
a big silver roll from MTA.
From back in spawn was really nice. And so this back and forth that we were talking about at half has been broken. Yeah, Vic had a really nice shot and a really nice play mid. He almost gets a third there. Big from Melser.
Crassy's just
NRG
to sit
approached
there
the
and
round
eat it.
pretty decently too. They got the first blood. They broke the cam and elbow, and then they wanted to end market. Just no trade on the Melser there, but also, yeah, the shots that he hit, those are ridiculous.
7-3.
And now, it's going to be this flash setup play, try to enable Kesnet and Melser once more.
Yeah, but I wonder if it's going to be fast on the other side. Everybody is here. Crashies has his ult.
No fault line to deal with this as well. I think there's a good chance that Victor can beat this KO flash. He gets Omen flashed.
He's so far up, and there was Melser again, providing value for his squad. Kesnet on the swing with the flash over the top.
You know what I think of fucking solo KO flash swings. You know what I think? They're always dog shit.
Really nice chance to get another here for the attacking side. Cautious Crashies. Holding the Nightfall. Only gonna tag one. Does he understand the other one's there? I don't know that he does. Now they know. The fault line, the C's, everything. NRG gets her in.
Tough. 5v4 and you still do that? That's
Melser
tough.
did a great job of not folding the Victor in that
And we also don't mind me. Don't mind me. I hate when teams do this. I think that's so shit when
they
they do
remember
this.
what it's like to win.
You know, do we do it with the fucking flash that no one can avoid?
A nice free kill from Melzer.
Oh no, we've already used our armor flash.
And the trading game on point, Ethan with that stinger.
Oh yeah, we already used Kill Victor. Oh, never mind. Well then why the fuck are we doing it? Like a KO flash, man, when they can be done this way just because they will be looking this way anyway. Why? We're already in a 5v4, like, you're just so shit.
A little KO flash out for Market. Melzer's able to fight the line.
Cover going out. The response from NRG on the opposite end is just to walk up A. Camera gets broken from the side of crew, but no one in the site yet. They're thinking that this is going to be a B hit or a re-clear of mid. Hanging around for too long, so another good round called from FNS. A lot of pings in spawn right now from the side of crew.
They've gotten up so far up elbow. Melzer's ult should give them a little bit of
Bro, they
suspicion.
are lost. We are lost.
They're not planning the spike. They're clearing things out even more.
That's the classic up deck
right now.
But the spike is with them.
FD8 dies here.
So they've inserted Victor. Ethan takes a step back, commits to the plant.
Oh my gosh.
Will be one away from his ult. There's Vic. The stun, isolating the fight, finding his
nice
second.
from Victor. Okay, 8-9-3, GG.
But now every position revealed. How much more do you try to do here? They popped Heat's ult. Last round of the half. No stone left unturned. The paranoia through,
flash
not
comes
connecting
in,
on the
but
song.
we just aren't scaling.
That knife is not going to help though. Brutal smoke and finesses on the flank. But it seems like Shy is looking for it. He's expecting it and he's dealt with it. Down to 3 now. Again, Ethan, one away from his ult. That could be a difference maker here. Melzer's on the tap, but it's just a threat. The spam not connecting. He's gotten it to half. He's got to stick it the whole way, and he finally falls. Not enough time to convert. NRG a 9-3 half on Sunset.
So decisive. NRG.
Why would I say that? Bro, they didn't
played
have
this
enough
half
time.
from
They didn't
start
have enough
to
time
finish
to wait.
beautifully. It was a wonderful display of IGLing from FNS.
They didn't have enough time anyway.
And Victor and Crashies, they've been taken over. This comp change has enabled Victor to get so much
I mean,
value,
why are they playing
and
like?
it's
I
fed
mean,
him
my
so
video.
much
I'm gonna
confidence
make a
that
video
even when
about
he doesn't have support
NRG as well,
utility,
and the video is gonna be
he's there.
how
He's taking
NRG
these fights that
fucking
we've seen
giga trolled,
in the
and then
past.
how they start and how they
That's so
stop.
tough there for Melzer. Given how short time was, he really had no option. Had to try to stick it.
And I'm gonna show them playing
And again,
fucking
stoic
dog shit
response
comps
from
that
the
don't make
leader.
any sense,
He looks fired
and
up.
then
He
I'm gonna
looks
show
mad.
them playing
Fully
comps
calm,
that
fully
make
steady.
sense and
We'll see
fit
what the
their
best thinks
team.
about that half.
And you're gonna
could be
see
wraps, guys.
a team that was fucking
Yeah,
dog
things
shit
didn't look too strong in map 1, map
and a
2,
team that
NRG
is
heated
good.
up, and now it seems
not
like
great.
they're on
They're not
fire.
great.
Yeah,
They won't
for
be
sure.
great. They
I
won't
think
make
the
champs.
biggest thing that I
But they're
noticed
good.
Was how good they
It helps
were
that they play against a
during
team
their
that's-
post plans. NRG, they really put up the aggressive front. They were
never
not
mind.
afraid to play up close and personal when it came to these post plans. I mean,
We won't talk
this
about crew.
Win rate 90%.
Yeah.
One post plan loss, friend.
I mean, that's 2 rounds where they didn't
It helps
get
that they're
spiked
playing
down,
against the
essentially.
fucking.
And,
What was it?
overall, they had a complete handle in terms of how they wanted to play.
Is it the
proactivity
Scarecrow?
off the
Who's
charts
yeah,
in
it's
terms of
the
them just trying to
Scarecrow.
play
They're playing
heavy
against the
with
fucking
backside control,
Scarecrow from the
like
Wizard
you're
of
seeing
Oz.
right here. But they
The
were just
team with
inserting
no
Victor. I
brain.
mean, the casters were talking about it. Victor was just getting let loose, man. He was like the dog from GTA, the least dude. He was just in there, and they were letting him just rip them to shreds.
NRG still
and
gets
they were just
playoffs?
saying, okay,
Yes,
if Victor
but they
gets
need
one,
some things
gets
to go
two,
their way,
whatever,
I think.
happy days, because they were just constantly finding that crew couldn't get a foothold. They couldn't find a setup time to try and play these retakes appropriately. There was one time
Yeah.
when they like flood defending. That's where the one loss comes in.
Yeah.
The one loss. That was one time.
For sure. I mean, these stats speak for themselves.
Insane.
342 ACS. And
100
now,
Thieves or NRG?
going onto that
I'd
defense
still take
side,
100
we've seen
Thieves.
players like Jogamo on this Neon on Sunset.
100 Thieves
be
have an
more
IGL.
aggressive, and I'm looking for Victor to make sure he does the same
Sam and
thing,
FNS have the
being
same
aggressive,
celebration. Yeah, it's a
taking
very
control,
like.
being able to kind of walk down mid, use his stunts to
It's a
set
very-
himself up
Yeah.
for success. And even the Utah's been great with this team.
Yeah, I think it's
Very
I mean, you can always
similar
expect that from Ethan, right? As a supportive player, that guy
fucking
is
fist
sublime
pump.
when it comes to setting up his players. But this is where I'm gonna be paying complete attention, because NRG's defensive half on Sunset last time they played it versus Ascent was dismal. Like, let's just put it like that. The improvements need to be seen here and now. I think they've already shown
I think
that
that
they
pool channels
still
and
have what it
IGL.
takes
No,
to
I'm
go
just
to
saying
attack
that crew
side.
don't have
Here
one,
and
so they're
now,
able to
they've gotta
out-call
close it
them.
out. They've got to take it home.
Our crew don't
Well,
fucking
let's see
change
how it all
anything
closes
meaningful.
out and get the second half underway. Back to our casters.
Am I
Thanks so much,
tired?
guys. I
Oh, I'm
think
fucking
Fred
very
makes a really
tired. If
good
NRG
point
could
there
win this
about
pistol
how
for
this
me
was
and
really
just
where
get me
things
to
fell
bed, that'd
apart
be great.
Last time we saw them on this map, but I also do need to point
Look at
out
this
that
fucking cooked up
that was
plan.
Sentinels.
There
This
we
is
go.
Crew,
Bit of
and
anti-strain.
given the form that they have today, I mean, they couldn't be any more different. Crew look good on split, and it's been anything but since.
I'm a bit surprised they put the camera here as well,
It's
but
so hard to run.
I don't love this camera for this setup. I feel like you probably want
for them and what they need.
I guess it's also sees mid, so it's
on
not
the
the worst
attacking side,
idea.
it gets even harder.
Sorry, very quickly. Look at elbow.
Yeah, it's a firing squad. NRG have been ahead
Does
of
he
the
have
game.
a drone? He does.
But this drone.
Wow, they avoided that well.
Oh, they're going fast. They're going aggressive. Crash, he's on the swing, but Heat and Kesnet holding him back. A 1-for-1 all the way through. Some can't settle the last. And it's Finesse on the late rotate.
1v1. About equal footing, really.
Manages to
Heat
dodge
with
the
half
knife.
HP,
With
FNS
45
with
seconds
full.
left. Heat still has plenty of time to think this through. Plenty of options to consider. All of them available to him, really. Finesse not spotting anyone off of the cam. But he slipped into the site, and it seems like that's where Heat is headed. There's no way that he gets this. He spots him too. Now knowing where he is, Heat has no choice but to jump forward. The pistol the way of NRG.
Finesse playing that 1v1 to near perfection.
According to Pokemon logic, the pool wins. True.
Gets all the info. He looks so motivated right now. He's got a death stare.
Okay, probably need to force here, Crew. They probably won't. And they'll probably lose.
FNS, he looks angry. He's like, oh, we dropped the map.
What do you mean? They hadn't won a map, Mr. Fucking Baby Bay.
That's the second pistol going the way of NRG on this map. And the fourth of the
Keep
entire
choosing
series.
a really nice, safe position.
Do those little things right. You win your pistols, you win your numbers advantages, you execute all the things you need to. And things often work out well for you.
And the response from Crew is to try to get a Euro
it doesn't help
Guardian
that they're getting diffed as well.
and just speed things up without any utility, but they're getting dropped like flies.
It was not up for long. Heat scoops it up. He's able to get a kill with it. But things slow down from the attack again. And I get it. I mean, you can't really find any.
Bruh.
This is going to be so hard to bring this one back. And
Just die
NRG
already.
Just play the fundamental game correctly right now. There's such an aggressive cam in B main. There's a trip in market, a trip B. All you got to worry about is mid or A. No need to have anybody towards that B side of the map right now, because even if that spike gets planted there, you have so much utility still on the board to be able to re-clear all this info. You still have a deep aggro cam in B main that you can.
Oh, Warlord Wibs, you're away. Do you ever play in APAC Pro City Warlord Wibs?
FNS doesn't even need to really.
You ever
be
thought
flicking
about
his
being a
cam at this
member
moment.
of
He just needs to be dialed in on
Pro
his crosshair
City?
in mid. The only way they lose is if he gets caught out.
How's Crew 5 and 2? They had an IGL
So
before.
doesn't. And that's round over, just like that. NRG are going to be at 11. And I think Heat is trying to save this gun, bring it into the next.
Sure.
He's broke. He's the one that bought it for Kesnet. Kesnet couldn't get any kills.
On Friday weekends,
Victor
yes.
dropped him very quickly. And a bit of tilt from the side of Crew.
Fuck me, you just saved this
try to
gun?
rely on their mechanics, try to just do whatever they can.
Holy fuck.
And it gets a little
How
sloppy, it gets
boring are
scrappy.
you?
And that works against teams that are willing to give you those fights. I mean, who knows? Maybe Kesnet wins that 1v1 against Victor. This is a different narrative, but
how many times have we seen Kesnet win 1v1s just like that, right? Just takes matters.
Saber!
It just hasn't been the case this time.
yeah, it's just, he's had a rough series after that first map. Even on the first map, was he really popping off that much?
I'll buy next round either way. You think I
it's
give a
distant
shit?
memory now with NRG
MTA, thank
so
God we brought this guy
dominant
back in.
these last two maps.
Fuck me.
Up 11.
Sorry, kiddo. Sorry, kiddo, that you're buying
fucking
fucking...
3 rifles.
Imagine fucking not buying utility to buy full shields in 2024. Like, I would cut a player on the spot. If I ever saw any player do this, by the way, I would cut them on the spot. I would say, okay, you don't know how the game works. So unlucky. You can't play for my team.
On purpose. He made
You
that
don't know
auto
how the
noise and
game
slide
works.
on
You don't play
purpose,
for my
and
team.
that's why you're seeing a fast lean towards B. This IGLing has just been so good. All the players being aware of the protocols that they need to follow as well.
Careful. Kesnet's fast to smoke. And I don't know that they know.
Wow, he cleared that.
He had no idea.
Did he get seen by that drone? If so,
Ethan's
what
left
do
to
we
clean up
do?
a mess.
Nice
Poke
smoke.
before him, only able to find one. Side opening up for Crew. Oh, it can crash these dudes.
And now the fake comeback begins just to keep me up.
Really impressive round from Kesnet. The entries were great. Everybody in market, the spacing was awesome.
I do think, again, it goes back into the timing. Because that smoke half a second earlier.
Yeah.
Am I mad? I mean, yeah, someone just made the point. How the fuck are you playing against a Cypher on Sunset and not buying shots? Like, again, it just shows to me, like, okay, you just don't understand how the game works.
I skipped work for this ZZZZZ.
So a little bit of a blunder in the setup.
General Bot Gamer, thanks for the 3 months. You skipped work for this. Did you tell them you were skipping work for this?
They've built up such
or did you
a
just fucking not turn up?
That it's okay to make mistakes like that and be able to fix them. Should be an upgrade for Crashies here.
Yeah, gets away with his life, grabs the Phantom, you're right.
I hope that you
and
just
then they
didn't
should be able
turn
to
up.
buy around him fully.
There you go. It should be a very early timeout from the side of NRG. We got hurt.
Go to sleep. I'll sleep when I'm dead.
This was those nice spacing, nice trading on the actual site. And when
I'm just sick.
Two, there's three. When there's three, there's four.
I hope
you always
you
gotta
get
be ready
better.
and dialed in.
I hope whatever illness you've got.
But still, this is going to be such a tough comeback.
We take a timeout after winning a round.
Side of Sunset.
Wow.
It just becomes a round at a time type beat.
All clap for crew.
NRG called the timeout, as you mentioned. That's our last of the half. And you often, Dre, you don't see things like this very often. When you've got a team that's up that big.
How can NRG qualify? Let's take a look at the standings, shall we? NRG Americas. So they can finish 5-5. These two play each other. Someone wins, someone loses. Let's say they both lose their other game, so someone ends on 5, someone ends on 6. NRG, do they play Cloud9 or did they just play Cloud9? They play Cloud9, so if Cloud9 lose, I mean, they can overtake Cloud9 because they can beat them on head-to-head. If they lose to Crew...
You get shot, you lose the round, you lose the game,
well,
it's
then
an
again, these two play each other, so someone has to lose that game as well. I mean, there's definitely ways in. They probably, the thing is, they're not going to win on maps. No, they might have cooked themselves by losing that first map. Because that's not good. Because now they're going to be 9-11. So the best they can finish is 11-11. Cloud9 will be worse than that if they lose their last 2 games. G2 can only match that. And probably will have a better round diff. Crew won a map here, so they'll be better than that as well. So those will be ahead of them. You'll be ahead of them no matter what. You won't be. You probably won't be. Ah, they have a chance. They have a chance. They're lucky that Loud lost yesterday.
Numbers advantage right now.
Holy, we missed some of the round. He already died. Okay.
There's so much mid space. Sam has a paranoia, but I
took
don't
a
know if he's
timeout to
able
lose.
Respond quickly enough.
Wow.
Ethan falls.
Why are we all 4 going top mid?
Crashy's now going a little bit aggressive on his own.
That is a fucking crazy thing to even
jumping the gun a little bit too early, and now it's a basically free B site. There are some trips that FNS can play
Come
off
top
of
mid
here.
on you, little bro.
And Sam, moment ulting in the back of B. Holy.
Has a smoke, has a paranoia still. Vic is the only one who's far away.
Spike planted.
But given his zoomies,
Yeah,
he
come
should
use
be
the Prowler.
joining the fray here very shortly.
It was an NRG timeout. I
smart
forgive
from Crew
you,
to just
Crew.
flip and stay back sight.
There's the paranoia.
I
Finesse
forgive
never had
you.
a shot.
Yeah, he got obliterated right there.
So it falls
But I
on
don't
Sam
forgive
and
you for
Victor.
faking this comeback.
A 2v4, I mean, would be a nail in the
Unless
coffin
you do
if
win.
Crew
If
can't
you
pull
win,
this off, but they can.
then I'll laugh.
Giant Kesnick close us up
And
to
I'll
get
laugh
through
at
the fifth.
NRG. And I'll laugh
Nice
at
answer
Canada,
back
man.
from Crew. They were down in that round. When that top mid smoke faded, players from NRG were behind that one, ready to get kills. Then they did that. That re-walk into mid, getting Ethan, spamming him through the box, and that big mistake from Crashies. That was a freebie.
Yeah,
It was a free kill.
It felt forced. It felt like the timing window was missed, or he thought there was a little bit more room there than there actually was.
11-5.
Right here.
We're on
That's
an
the
eco.
difference between a 4v3
It's
and a
always an
4v4,
eco.
so
Yep.
either way, NRG with a very similar look.
That's
The one
me.
exception is there wasn't noise made by Vic A. He's back B right now.
Tapping an ult orb on your own.
He's so dead.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton, but this guy's fucking
These rockets for
Razels on
Kesnick
dog
haven't really
shit.
been able to connect that much in this
Holy!
series.
For a player so good.
Crash is forced to
Wow, we're committing big ults. It's 11-5. We need these big ults. We commit a Raze ult and a KO ult against an eco, and then let him get a kill anyway. Oh, you lucky bastard.
What was that kill though from Kaznit?
You lucky dog, you dirty dog.
2 stingers and a sheriff up for the defense with the parry.
Oh, you lucky.
Is the spark back up? Crew get to 6.
Volume check?
No way he steals the ace from Kaznit in that moment.
Don't give them time to
The fuck you on about volume
He's
check?
fired up now. He's ready. And the economy is also fired up for Crew. They position themselves to have a chance. Kaznit got so many kills just spamming through smokes.
NRG will win.
In that case, it was the neon wall. And it was a stolen ace from Heat right there.
I mean, they're just fucking used to massive ults against a fucking massive eco.
If you're Crew.
I mean, they continue to just kind of like give some of this early space up. A main.
In a close game, isn't it better to use ults just before you lose?
The thing is, they're gonna have to
you've got to manage your ults. You've got to think about the ult economy as like, can we get through this round? Right? Like, it's 11-6. You're on attack side. Attack side means that you're normally getting more ult orbs in general. So could you get more ult orbs?
Oh my! That's not how this should be going.
What the fuck just happened?
That looked like Crew were
So let's say they used ults this round, right? They didn't need to. Let's say we did use ults this round, right? We probably still have ults for,
the whole kitchen sink was thrown at
you know, by the end of the game, assuming we make the comeback, because stuff like this happens, right? Where you're able to farm more ult orbs in general.
And he's gonna be the one that hunts
You're able to farm plants and shit like that. So,
for the following round.
like when they're on 12, I agree with you. When they're on 12, you kind of have to win. But I think when you've got a bit of a grace period, you're still. Divine gave 1,000 bits.
He's gonna have it online.
You're right, kid.
We haven't played very many rounds on the second half. Keznit had 9 kills at halftime.
Yeah, he's going nuclear right now.
The performance
Why are teams not doing light shield buys? Because they're just fucking stupid. They don't really know what they're doing. Like, how often does an outlaw get bought?
The ways that you can win for NRG.
No, it's all really.
They're kind of dwindling right now. You're gonna have to fall back on a more consistent and stable
2%,
type of play
1%.
style. You're probably not going to see that many more mid fights. Maybe in the following round because it's, you know, a scrappy, dodgy buy. It's basically, you know, whatever anybody else can actually invest in the round. So maybe we'll see some.
Okay, 11-7, back on an eco.
Round, but I imagine the
we
following
could do a
round,
neon ult.
that next gun round, if Crew can win this,
you know, I kind of
one,
prefer this, honestly. You know, no game sound. I can just fucking yap away.
Crashies gets tagged by that knife
against Doug and Baby Babe, but I'm just, my brain is just not ready for multiple inputs. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and on the other side of the map, there was an aggressive.
Can't do both sound and sight when on this side.
Now, Crew think that it's maybe a stack towards the B side. Say that as they try to rotate back.
The point is, light shields are a thing that you should do almost all the time anyway.
I mean, there's a lot behind
unless someone is committed to buying the outlaw against you and has shown you that is going to be the case. Which, even when teams do light shields a lot, still no one buys the outlaw enough to probably not make it worth it.
There's the paranoia, there's the satchel,
I hate to tell you this, but it's just the way of it.
Finding his one.
10's angle gets a kill, nice. Should be dead here.
Finesse falling, and now Vix popped his ult. He's still playing from pretty far back, though. Still hasn't been able to find a way in. The Nurdle theft through. Kaznit down.
He's just gonna stop frying them with his ult.
How much more can they find here? It's still just a Guardian for Sam. And then the finger guns for Vic, of course. They're committing everything into this.
Nice play.
They're convinced that they can convert it. And they've gotten that much closer. Weapon upgraded now. The Rolling Thunder dropped. And they're all being funneled into the lap of Crashies. Can he get the kill? One found. Second, not there. But he can't even hear the fact that the defuse has started. He has to spam it. Concern, paranoid.
Always an eco. GG.
For NRG as they get to series point.
Sick, Thrifty. All those early picks, Sam, the poise, the rocket entries in from Kaznit. But he's sitting on the top of market, and he's able to still get a kill on a Heat, I believe. That's the KO. Flash is gone. All of a sudden, you have numbers advantage in the round. And you can invest these ultimates. Players couldn't hear. They're stunned.
Dude, that's such a tough decision to make in the moment. when is the line where it's worth investing? Because you know you're playing on a knife's edge the whole time. You invest those and you don't convert the round, all of a sudden your advantage is gone.
Oh yeah, if they don't win that round investing all those ultimates that they just did,
take a timeout.
It's a really good chance that Crew ties the game up.
Just what I needed. Yeah, so NRG still have a chance after winning this. Who do Crew play? I mean, Crew will probably lose both games looking the way they do. I mean, yes. They could beat Cloud9. That Crew Cloud9 game probably will be for like a 1 spot, and the other team probably will get eliminated, honestly. Crew will lose to G2. I mean, if this version of NRG is out-aiming them and out-calling them, then G2, they don't have a fucking chance. So if I had to guess the playoffs, it will be this. I think Crew... I'd pick... I don't know who I'd pick in this game. One of these two will make it. And then... one of these three, probably. Oh, no. Yeah, I think NRG could make it. Fuck it. And then one of these two. No, but their map diff is bad. I don't know. It kind of depends. Oh, we're back. Oh, it's over. Again, as soon as NRG ever got an op on any of these maps, like, Crew just saw, like, fucking, what the fuck's this gun?
Getting across
Wait, we can't just dry swing into you?
Not tagging, but they understand that's a weakness, and they're right. Melser's just on the steps.
But I thought we could just dry swing and win the fight, like this.
No utility there. I mean, that fault line would have been nice, but Tom falls. So things settle into 4. Surely Finesse doesn't get away with this. I don't think the challenge is even going to come. They've invested the Hunter's Fury. As Vic tries to stay alive and dash through. Does so without taking a lick of damage.
Never check this corner.
Huh? He's getting away with it. He's going to get... Oh, not able to settle on the second. The third was there with him. But Crew not overcommitting, not over pushing it. Settle. All for the kills they have, and now...
I mean, they know he's here somewhere.
I mean, Vic's up on a platter. Can he settle the shot? One found. Heat down. The wall goes up. It's a 2v2
it's like
still.
They've never
The
seen
play crash. She's so far away from it. And it's all on him now.
Big kill by Shy. He can ult the body.
To Crew. Looking to keep NRG alive. And he's going to have to do it on his own. Very small timing window now. His position has been given away. Drops a little bit of util. Understand. Swing is on the other side.